family arms open wide. Open jet roaring, wildlife by my side.
That one.
Steak at Como Biryani at JW, so fine. Tea, road, wine, and golden light, all mine. Lunch with my daughter at Kempinski's Zoo. Delicious meal, great company. Joyous time, making memories.
Woo!
19 floors up Sunset, paints the sky, headlight stream.
Hapo sasa.
Her smile right by my side. Jumping with the my side, laughing wild and free. Pop crash flowing, deep sky high dreams. Dr. King Ori pushing, scratching past the surface. Talking about money, discipline and purpose. Friends, family, feeling.
Who is back?
Can you
Who is back?
Woo! So right. Oh, Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side. Oh, baby, como stay, laughter in the air. Kenya, I'll always have you there. Every story that I heard, every laugh,
who is it?
Every single word. Now,
who is it?
Deep inside my soul, no matter where I go, I'm never letting go. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but can you still in me? Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side.
Woo!
Como stay, laughter in the air. Kenya, I'll always have you there.
Kama ningekuwa yatoa kudance, amungekuwa mkiongea hii nchi.
Every road I go, every story that I heard, every laugh we shared, every single word. Now I carry Kenya deep inside my soul. No matter where I go, I'm never letting go. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but can you still in me? Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side.
Yes.
Oh, baby, como stay, laughter in the air. Kenya, I'll always have you there. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but can you still in me? Carrying your sunshine, in my chest. To the next time
I swear, Yawa.
Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but can you still in me? Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest.
Allow me to do something here. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that thing. One moment. Let me see if it's possible. Let me see if it's possible. Let me see if it is possible to play the music. Where do I need to go? What is the best place to go? File. Let's try file. All right. It's not talking. I think the speaker is hijacked by that other thing. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking out loud. Where is that thing? Let me see. Can it play while it is playing? No. It's using the same speaker. It's not going to happen. TikTok people, you are not lucky. I cannot loop you in. I wanted to loop you in, but I need to play a lot of good music. So you may have to come on YouTube because I gave away my TikTok little phone in Kenya. So maybe in the next week, I will have another phone. But for now, I would have wanted you here. But let's go to YouTube so that I can play the music that I want to play. All right. Unfortunately. Is there another way of me doing this? Think, George. Think. I can't think. Sorry. All right. Back to this music. Oh. Come on. Give me music. Hey. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Give me my beautiful music. My Kenya wrapped me up. There you go. It is not working. All right. Connect. Disconnect. All right. Now play.
Touchdown in Kenya, family arms open wide. Oh, Pejeta roaring, wildlife by my side. Steak at Como Biani at JW, so fine.
All right. Who is this?
Wine, golden light.
Icon Victor. Thank you so much.
Lunch with my daughter.
Tony Silva is a
gold
medal,
company.
gold badge member. We are so back. Asanteni sana. Get the lights up. Let's have a short conversation here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what is going on.
Jumping with the mind side, laughing wild and free. Pop grass flowing, deep leaf, sky high dreams. Got the king over pushing, scratching past the surface. Talking about discipline and friends, family, laughter. Kenya stole my heart. Feels so right. Oh, Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side. Oh, better como stay, laughter in the air.
All right, guys. All right. Type something. Give me some ideas. Why are you guys here? Why are you here? Tell me something in the comments.
No matter where I go, I'm never letting go. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but can you still in me? Carrying your sunshine, you warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food.
You have no idea.
Friends by my side.
You have no idea. Jose Derry, asante sana. Yes, I arrived safely. Kali sana. Evidence for karatasi.
Every road I go, every story that I heard, every laugh we shared, every single word. Now I carry Kenya deep inside my soul. No matter where I go, I'm never letting go. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but Kenya still in me. Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I rest. Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side. Oh, better como stay, laughter in the air. Kenya, I'll always have you there. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but Kenya still in me. Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. Woo! America calling, but Kenya still in me. Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest.
go to controversies.
Hey, Terrence, not very creative. What? Kujitoa hapa ni ngori bro. 3K after massage, happy ending.
So it turns out, Ganovia, the big, fat, overgrown baby, is in court for rape accusations. A girl named, is her name Grace? Mercy Kenda was the masseuse. And Ganovia demanded after sale services, whatever they are called, happy endings or something, against the will of the girl, and then sent her 300K on M-Pesa. The rest is in court.
Waspaza Kilimani, sasa court case Milimani.
I did not make these things up. They are open court records.
Hey, Terrence, not very creative. What? Kujitoa hapa ni ngori bro. 3K after massage, happy ending. Waspaza Kilimani, sasa court case Milimani. Utajipata Kingongo au Kamiti maximum.
Beba dela. Utakuwa bibi ya Kemete.
Kumbuka kubemba dera. Utakuwa type ya John Kiriamiti Kinya. Ganutia has a type. Slim, young and apenda light. Millie alijaribu gastric bypass, lipo TBL.
Bad, George. Bad. Bad, very, very bad.
Mercy,
Bad.
Ganutia has a type.
What are you saying, Mr. Big JMK?
2019, when alikuwa fresh, 19 and fine. Mombasa trip, Churchill show. Akamwaga line, Millie alisikia machozi.
Thank you, Mr.
Months affair.
Asante sana.
Continue the vibe, fast forward 22. Millie anasema naogopa, gastric balloon, tummy tuck, even vagina.
I'm going to hell. Direct.
He got a slim queen, but 2025 bado anasema gastric sleeve for her 40th dream. Now 2026 balega napiga kelele. Kendi anasema rape, Terrence anasema services tupelele. 3K personal si pay bill, hiyo ninawaka. Call inangoja 10 to 20 years in the locker. Ganutia has a type.
Ganovia has a type.
Millie alijaribu gastric bypass, lipo BBL tight. No go palakini for my man. I go fight. 3K M-Pesa si pay bill. Red flag, bright bar girl. Anasema lini kula bila CD. At night, ndo mambo ni mengi. Terrence kujitoa hapa right. Ganutia has a type. Oh yeah. Look at this brown jubu shaligongewa. Bibi mnono mkamba. Wakavinya kamba. Queen now ex drama kabamba. Jubu shalichi. Wakavinya li revenge. Male text scandal. But Ganutia no ana cheat. Bibi mnono mkalenjin with his
This too much light.
Full circle. People needs to borrow a leaf from Wakavinya. Maybe you go teach at how kuwa jahazi. Accept the marriage vibe.
Are we good, guys? Are we good?
Comedian circle drama in a bamba. Kila wiki Millie anataka kuwa reward yake mwenyewe. Pressure ya ndoa inafanya mtu afanye maamuzi mbaya. Terrence anasema cyber attack na denial mode. Social media inachoma, memes zimejaa.
Ochichi Obina anakula hivyo.
Lakini kama ni kweli bro, hiyo
mbaya.
Atakufanya ukufe pole kujitoa.
Oga Obina ni takataka na okota kila takataka. Anyway, that's not why we are here.
Millie Chevy, me missing mama. Ne gastric, ne natural. Inye ne queen, mama.
That's Kaleji.
Terrence, if ni ukweli, face the music, bro. If ni seta, let court clear your name, though. Ndo mambo ni mengi. True that. Ganutia has a type. Ganutia has a type. Freaky. Kujitoa hapa.
Sorry.
This is IQ Watson. I tell it as it is. I'm the guy you come to and where you've been to has made you to come to. Mimi sio bueno. I tell you what you don't want to hear, but you need to hear. Because when you had it over your head, you got your hand handed to you. So, hands up, head down, I hand it to you. Niki, kirati, nambere.
Haya. I did not do this. I did not do this. Hata nimeondoka.
Jugush. Nimekuita mara ngapi? Umeokotwa kiokoto cha kokoto. Nikikirati na mbele nikikirati na mbele hawezi sema hukujua cha kufanya na usijaribu kusema umegundua ulikuwa unagongewa mwaka jana. Umekuwa ukijua tangu kabla kijana wa pili azaliwe. Nimesema kijana wa pili na sio kijana wako, kwa sababu nazozijua wewe mwenyewe. Hata Kibe alikwambia huyo bibi hapa atakunyonya, nguvu zako za maarufu wa uchezi, halafu atakokota na kopereti, watamlinda na watakutema. Woi, sasa ona umekuliwa bibi mnono mkamba na kopereti itakundinya. Madam hauko kajitokeza kasema liwajua mkiwa chuo cha KIMC, badala wende ukajijenge baada ya kumaliza shule. Ulifanya patikano na your purpose, ulitaka kujenga na mwanamke. Woi, sasa ona umekuliwa bibi mnono mkamba na kopereti itakundinya. Chochote ulicho nacho atasema yeye ndiye amekuinua. Utagawa na mara mbili na kisha nusu yako ilishe, isomeshe, ivalishe na itunze watoto. Huyo mmoja sio wako lakini DNA ndio msema kweli. Hao marafiki wako unaozunguka nao wachunguze kwa makini, kwa sababu walijua kitambo unagongewa. Waliwaambia mabibi zao unagongewa, mabibi zao wakawakataza kukuchanua, kwa sababu hata wao
wanakaa wabaya sana huku nje.
Wakikuyu walisema mundu akuranda tungaga wa ndugu murega akironda regaga akiheto Tondo Kibeli jaribu kukwambia lakini sikio la kufa halisikika. Riu wiringie manyari Tondo njigua iri matuna
John Daniel
iri makuru ukiumagange
That is bad. Hii ni uchokozi ya hali ya juu.
Jogush.
Mimi siwezi abiwa hivyo. Mimi siwezi abiwa hivyo. All right, let's go on a good note. Let's go on a very good note. Let's see. I have a very beautiful, sweet song here. On a good note, then we get started. No. This one here. If you understand Kikuyu, this is added advantage. If you understand Kikuyu and you know that Anglican PCA church that says Motumiyagada, it's also an added advantage. So I made a song for my mother. My mother is 86 years old. We were sitting there and she's talking to my daughter and she's telling my daughter her story from the beginning. I'm cueing her to remember some of the details. I pretend to know better than she does. And then the next day we were sitting there in the living room in her house. And I just start typing the story, cueing the music. And in 5 minutes, I played the music in front of her. After she just told the story, I'm just typing and typing and typing, and then translated it into Kikuyu. Kikuyu is a little bit difficult because of the 7 vowels. A, E, A, O, U, O. Those ones, you have to get them right. But in 5 minutes, I produced a song, but it was not good enough. There is poor connection in her house. So I went to my house because I have Starlink. And as I am translating it into a longer song, an idea came to me. And I was like, how about I superimpose the Mutumia Gather song inside her story and make her the Mutumia Gather. 25 minutes later, I come back to her and I play this song to her. Where is she? She had just told that story to my daughter.
In the girls' secondary school, we Maragua. Mary wa maithaniri ritwari yake miaka 86 Jeri wa Kigera niwe nyina Mutumia uria ngasa angionekanu hihi ya mutogora wake niukirite uno waruru iria ngune doganitia kuhenania na gothakani watu endi mutumia mwetigiri Jehova niwe ngasa kuna arereruo minda hindi ya emergency mbere ya gutu ikamuhiri state of emergency igikirwa Maraguwa nginda ikundu Nairobi na Kurugarissa na Amerika wikunye gutu igwatire uhoro wake kumaruriri wakagondo agitomera tuturu yanginda
Joy Duru from Qatar. I hope you guys are doing good.
Mutumia uchongata mutumina ni arita kuriatini nari atini kuchana chake chugagaro ratimo maituitu wa maigani ya iganire akitoka gichisi hari ya ihigaini yari muhiri tukirorerwa joroge wa Kigera muruwa wanina na maitu weze ndio chief wanginda location
JMK asante sana
atumagire gwake na
asante sana
Hiri ya state of emergency akanite mwaki yale kioni ya tumaga nyaroraga nyumba yake niyajira ila chake ukuta mutumia uchiongata magai motamatino mundu no heoni ya chari yake endi mutumia gata mugerere mucho imaga kui Jehova aba witu watonganga wa mukuwariri ya uimira mbaraini ya World War II bururi wa India na Myanmar kuhurana na Japani agichoka gitagi akiona muka wake akimutwara Mombasa mali ya famili nende kumakiri mainija kirinyaga bukairi ya inene magi ya nyumba makirera chana urumweni wa wendo mutumia ngata olimaga pingaina na togora wake eboro gwitahabu muturi wake niye mwihokaga nani ya muti tagamena turiyangi uyu meri wa maikaora muona hahari nina wachana kenda muyuru Jennifer wa Mbuga Judy J James Mukuha Samuel Mwangi Nancy Mutoni George Njao Emily Wangai Tushushu na tushukuru kuru tupe tumwitaga shushu wanasharo aingia tungu na cheke kuhina rai hunove niwe ungedakia ni wango malire tangu otaka hetunde keto waga
Iko aje Mutumia Gather. My mother. Churchill Tuma, Kenodia Gige, Bites the DJ, Daniel Telecom, John Duru, John Daniels 254, Icon Victor, Big JMK, Tony Silva, Josh Derry, Icon Entertainment, Sultan Sana. Those are some of my top fans.
Tuchuni wa mwanya, Mary wa maifa, wanganga, shushua, anduote.
Hapo sasa. All right. Where are we here? Is there something you guys want to talk about? This was just a proof of life. I survived almost 2 months in Kenya. I am back stateside, enjoying life. It is what it is. What do I say? Boone, I am so bad with names. Holy moly. Budeng, is it Budengo? Budeng 013, John Duru, Bikes the DJ, John Daniels in the UK. I hope to be able to go to Kenya in August. I would want to go to Kenya in August. That would be a good time. I had a lot of fun in Kenya. Holy moly. That country is beautiful. And my buddy there, the lawyer, he knows the good spots. He's the one who introduced me to Como, C-O-M-O, way out there in Tigoni. And there's another place called the Liquor Library. Beautiful spots. Very, very, very nice spots. Some of those places, you don't even have to spend money. You just go there and breathe good air and have very good interactions with people, just having fun out there in the wild, in the tea plantations, in the very, very well laid out spaces, especially that one there. What is it called? The Liquor Library place. It's a little home, and they have a big chunk of land, slopey. They have arranged it very well. Glass. They put like patio chairs and tables. You can go in there and order some food, and then you can chill out there. People just spread out on the grass there. It's a beautiful spot. Met some very good, cheerly young ladies there. Very beautiful people. I can't say beyond that. Beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful people. It was such a good experience. I think I went up there maybe 3, 4, 5 times. And then there is the other one down the hill where you bike in the air over the tea bushes. Tigoni something, I can't remember the name of that place. That is another very good place. It's set up the hill. So it's a very nice hiking spaces, and you can circle around the property. The owner of the property, the wife to the owner of the property, she was just walking around in circles there. It's a very, 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 very good recreational place. Loved it. And they have their own river with a fountain. If you see that little waterfall in my video named after this space, can you wrap me up if you have seen that video on YouTube? That waterfall is in that property. What is the name of that property? You bike in the air. There is zip lines. They have good food. They have the river flowing right there. They have prepared a very nice little gazebo, and everywhere is tea plantations. The little pathways are you're meandering through the tea bushes. Beautiful space, way at the bottom of the hill. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was a very, very good experience. Beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful people. What's up? VP Bazoo, live from Qatar. I hope Qatar, you guys have gone back to what is now normal. If you stayed during the mess, you are in a better place now to occupy better positions because there are fewer workers, I would imagine, inevitably. So I hope things are working out for you. And I hope peace remains and the opportunities open up for you in the Middle East. It's a big chunk of people there, and the determination, the sheer gut for you to be there, it's Twin Rivers. Thank you so much. Yes, Twin Rivers is the name of the place. Twin River Tigoni. Beautiful spot. Beautiful spot. If you ever had a chance, go do the bike in the air. The one my daughter is screaming in the air, zooming past me, go do that one. Don't do once. Go on this side and then come back. That is the real experience. Because once you do it once, you don't want to do it again. Force yourself to do it a second time. That is where the real thrill is. I loved it. I loved it. Hey, Nicodemus Mwikamba. This is a Mijikenda with a proper Swahili. Shikamoo nganga. Marahaba, marahaba ndugu yangu. Okay, so why are we here? Nikitreka haha. We had very good podcast. Or Pajeta. Oh. Beautiful memories. I have footages of Or Pajeta, probably 3 hours long. When I settle down, I'm going to compile all of them together. And then I'm going to get AI to do a narration of it in the same standard like Net Geo or National Geographic or that BBC guy, the 80-year-old guy that narrates Over the Wild. I want to produce something similar to that with the footages of Or Pajeta. It was a beautiful experience. The lawyer friend of mine, I don't know why I'm not sure if he wants us to mention his name, because I remember the podcast we did with him before I left for Kenya. I had put his name there and then he told me to remove the name. I had to edit the whole thing. So I'm not sure if he's okay with his name out there. But he is the one who actually invited me to that Mount Kenya experience. We were there for a very long time. It was a whole new experience for me. We went through Sagana, either Sagana or Makutano, one of those places. Went through Karatina, Embu. We stopped in Embu and we met the Mugambi. Let me show you the guy I'm talking about. I did a podcast with this guy on here. He came on and he picked up the mic and we talked for a while. He told us what he does. So on this trip, I went to Embu with the lawyer guy and I met him in his factory where he makes this stuff. The Biomark guy, right there. Decent human being. So I carried a few of these home. This is chili flavored macadamia nuts. And he also has cashews. He also has them in chocolate infused. His name is Mugambi, Peter Mugambi, I believe. Decent human being. I went to his little factory where he makes this stuff in Embu. And we were in that, is it called Norok Hotel? It's a fancy hotel. It's owned by the Magunado family, the supermarket family. And while we are there, I met another young guy. His name is Clinton. He was just sitting on the next table, and he recognized me, and we took pictures. A decent young guy. Can't remember what he told me he was doing out in Embu. But it was such a great experience. Such a great experience. And yes, Kevin Okevo and Jose, both of them are reminding me about the Wangoku documentary. I probably have maybe close to 2 hours of footage of the Wangoku enterprise, the whole Enchalanda. If you have seen that video that I made that says Kenya wrapped me up, and you see me in a zip line, it is inside Wangoku's enterprise. He has everything in that property, a huge property. He has the kind of zip line I want to create on my own village farm. Mine will be faster and will be longer because I have a better incline. But his also is very good. Very good. I think that area is Nyeri. I was everywhere in central Kenya. I think that's Nyeri. So in that whole thing, he has a very high-end hotel. And in that hotel, there are facilities, there's a swimming pool longer than a standard Olympic-size swimming pool. And he has one for children and another one, there's another place for adults. He has a coffee estate inside that property and a coffee factory to boot. I will show you the coffee. This is his coffee. Mr. Wangoku, the doctor. He makes this coffee right there from his own coffee beans, the whole process. The coffee bushes are right there. The traditional factory, like the one I grew up taking our coffee cherries to the Gakoigo coffee factory. He has his own coffee factory where he conoras the coffee cherries right there. And then it goes to fermentation and the drying and putting them in sisal sacks and the whole process. I have all that footage with me. And eventually I'm going to combine all that and create a whole new documentary. He has chicken, 40,000 chicks capacity a week. Some of you have seen that little footage where I was telling him, so you're telling me you can produce 4,000 chicken a week? He said, not 4,000. Actually, he said 400,000. What was the number? If you have seen that video, it's a lot of chicken. A lot. He can hatch right there. The lawyer guy has his own chicken farm in another area close to Embu, I think. Yeah, I think it's close to Embu. We went there also. And the last batch that he has, he had to go to Uganda to get the day-old chicks. Now, we connected with Wangoku, and he's eventually now going to start getting his chick from Wangoku, and Wangoku is going to be coming to pick them up when they are ready to become meat. That one we did right there. His security guy, the head of security, is a retired assistant senior police commissioner, number 3 in the rank of police force. He was in the dog section in Kiganjo and other places. A very decent Meru guy with a very long Meru name. Beautiful people. The young guy that runs the coffee factory, you see him in the video. He used to work for Dorman's Coffee. Then he went to, I think it's Roiro, and did a course to get certification of the knowledge he already knows he has. It's all in the documentary. I'll create the documentary. And then he sought employment at Wangoku's place money flowing in like paper. And now he is the head of this enterprise that makes coffee from the coffee bushes in the background. There is a water bottling company inside of the whole enterprise. You see it in the documentary. They bring in the water, they bring it through the filtering and all that, the cleaning of the water. And in this other side, it comes out with 3 different levels of purified water. Some of that water is very high-end water that goes in 5-star hotels around the country. Right there in Nyeri. Some of these people have never been to Nairobi, and they are living a complete full life in the villages of Nyeri, in Wangoko's enterprise. He has cows. His milk is there. On the other side, he has a restaurant where he sells everything from that farm. It's like a chicken chips. The chicken there is made in the backyard. It's unbelievable, the kind of things that that gentleman has been able to do. I'll put it all together in a documentary and bring it out here for us to enjoy that kind of ingenuity. 400,000 chicks a week. Thank you, Kevo. This is Kevin Kevo. This is the guy in Tel Aviv, I believe. Kevin Kevo. Yes. 400 chicks a week capacity. When you're passing through the road, you can't tell there's anything else other than the hotel you see in the front. You go through those doors. It's a whole world back there. A whole freaking world. Avocados, orchards with every kind of fruits. Children playing, jumping, the merry-go-round, the whole enchilada. Like the ones in America, I think they call them the circus. He has a whole circus in there. The thing that goes around and around and around, and the swing are swinging up in the air, 60 feet up in the air. They are right there. In the middle of nowhere, Nyeri. It was such a refreshing experience. Yeah, I brought in some very nice coffee. I mixed it up with coffee from Colombia, and I am, you can tell, high on coffee. Icon Entertainment 6721. I have a daytime job and a writing job at night. Am I too busy? I can't stop. And at the same time, I'm tired, but I want to grow and rest at the same time. Help me fix me. Talk to me. You are doing fine. Stay active. If I was not active, I would be looking like your fathers. This is a direct insult to you and your fathers, so that the message can land home. Some of you, I'm older than your mother and your age combined, but I'm restless. Hey, I'm still trying to make the message land home with insults. Stay active. We learned this from Daniel Moy. Walking like a teenager in his 70s. Go watch the videos. Even to some extent, look at the videos of Jomo Kenyatta with Tom Mboya and Bio Koinange and Paul Gay and Daniel Moi and I think Kibaki was there. They are in a beach somewhere in Mombasa, obviously. Shirtless, doing like this. How old do you think that guy was at the time? How old do you think those guys were? You see him walking majestically at 67, holding a 6-year-old Uhuru Kenyatta. 67, active, with a young wife. Stay active. I mean, as opposed to what? You've been lazy? You've been dormant? You've been brain dead? No. Look at Elon Musk. He sleeps in his factories. The richest human being in modern history, 55 years old, 54, 55, 54. He's almost 55 in June. Active. He is in San Francisco fighting OpenAI in a federal court. He is sharing pictures of videos of the Celine places in Switzerland. He is sending rockets into space. He is giving me internet in my village in the middle of nowhere, central Kenya. Stay active. You snooze, you die in the villages like your grandfathers and some of you, your fathers. Hopeless, meaningless, helpless. You don't want that to happen. I have to put in some insult there so that you can remember the insult. And then you say, by the way, what was he saying? That thing. Stay active. Eugene 101, I want to do a podcast with you with your equipments. Is it possible? What equipment, umbwa hii? What fucking equipment are you talking about? What equipment? What equipment? This is my iPhone. This is my mic. That's it. What else are you asking? You wait until your studio looks like Dr. Kingoris. Sidio? Utakufa maskini umbwa hii. You want to start when you have everything like Joe Rogan. In which world? This is the era of AI. I can have a fake background and sit somewhere in the dark and talk to you like I am next door to Joe Rogan. You are waiting for equipment. To do what with equipment? Do you want to see what is happening here? There is nothing. There is nothing here. Just the camera. And it's my iPhone. These little lights. Nothing else. What equipment are you talking about? Those things they call what? Roadcaster? I don't have that. I don't even know how to use it. The one keeper left here, I shipped it to him. The microphones and everything Kibe was using, I put them in a big box, sent it to California to State Duca. And California State Duca sent it to Kibe. I don't have anything. These are some silly lights that I pick up. Silly, stupid lights. This one is reflecting this one here. Silly, stupid light. What are you fucking talking about? This is a regular lamp. Right here. This is a lampshade. This is another lamp here. Why is it off? Nyinyi, you want perfection. Dunia gani kuna perfection? There you go. Do you want to see how that little light looks like? Like this. What are you waiting for? The other light is the ceiling light. Equipment, manade. What equipment? If you're looking to fail, you'll never run out of excuses. You are looking for an excuse to fail. You are looking for an excuse not to start because you don't have this, you don't have the other, you don't have this other one. Me, George Nganga, I don't have a roadcaster. I not start using this laptop until January when I came from Kenya in December. I was using that iPhone directory to talk to you until I figured out how to superimpose the camera on the iPhone and make it the camera into the MacBook. Now I mentioned MacBook. Oh no, I don't have MacBook. It's 400,000 Kenya shillings. That's an excuse for you not to start. And a kufa. Now you don't have a MacBook. Now you just got an excuse not to start. And a kufa. Umbwa. If you are looking for an excuse, if you are looking for a reason to fail, you will never run out of excuses. There is nothing here. Nothing. Today is Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. Today is the 1-year anniversary of me being monetized on this thing. I'll tell you a story that's totally unrelated. You will find out why I'm telling you this. When I came home, I found a letter from Google. Yeah. Google told me, as part of our internal audit review, Google LLC identified the following item: a credit at a YouTube account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, with the last login November 22, 2022. Pay attention. In the amount of a lot of thousands in dollars, with a property description of YouTube credit that may be due and owing to you. I just told you I got monetized a year ago, 5th of May of last year. Follow me slowly. I have never cashed my YouTube money, a lot of it. A lot of money. Yenye inaweza fanya mtu atoke block. I don't need it. Now YouTube is telling me that there's another account in my name that was last logged in on November 22, 2022. If you look at this account, I started it in 2000. I had tried for almost 5 years to get monetized, and I couldn't hit the right button. Something was wrong. So in the midst of me trying, I was actually monetized, but I did not know. And then I changed the email address, and I found somebody who was a client of my customer to touch the right buttons for me on May 4th of last year. I woke up the following morning, May 5th, a year from today, a year last year, and I was monetized. Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. This one here, I had no idea I was monetized. Now, this is why I'm telling you this. When I found this letter, I just came from Kenya. I had to put my bank information on this account that we are talking about, the one that was monetized last year. I had never put bank information on it because I never needed that money. This YouTube money, I never completed to where I said, this is my bank information. When I make money on YouTube, send money here. I never did it. But when I found this letter that says from 2022, I was making money on this account, I said, let me finish the banking information on this real account so that I can remove that money before I start pursuing this money. Now I have a deadline for when I need to respond. Otherwise, they're going to send this money to the state of Texas as lost and found, and I can file for that money from the state. Let me read you that language. It's a common occurrence in America. Since the date of issuance, there has been no activity related to the item above. As such, these funds are in danger of being cheated to the state unless we are informed of your ownership or beneficial interest in these funds. They will be placed in the custody of the state of Texas by Google. Now I would have to go claim that money. This is why I'm telling you this. There's a lot of money here. This piece of paper, a lot. Wewe jua ni mingi, sitataja. And then there's the money I have made in the last 12 months. The year ended to started last year today. I never cashed that money. Now I had to cash it to separate that from this other account so that now I can start pursuing this money. It's a lot of it. Eventually, I'm going to give away all that money. My point is this. Start in 2000. Start getting monetized. Whatever this 2022 was. Start getting monetized on Cinco de Mayo of last year to this amount now that I had to move away so that it's not in the way of this. But if you're looking for a reason not to start, you'll never run out of excuses. That is my point. I have to insult you and your mother for you to get that point. Mimi sio wenu. Stop talking about equipments. Please. There is nothing here. I went to Kingori's podcast, State of the Art. I went to Ikonini Mwakenya, what is his name? Ikonini Mwafrika's podcast, Ultra State of the Art. I went to Kisiangani. We just talked with him a few minutes ago. Perfect studio. Kisiangani, you need to bring that computer's TV screen to the eye level so that when you are sitting there, you're not looking at the comments flowing when you're doing live. It's in the eye level. State of the art. They are doing what they can with what they have. I went to another studio in Westlands where we shot with Kibe. State of the art. Young, diligent man, clear-eyed, hungry for progress. I don't have any of that. But I'm not sitting down saying I cannot start. Some of you know a year ago when I started, the voice was not there. Even this sound right now is not perfect. You will cry about the sound, but you still listen to me. Stop looking for an excuse. Start yesterday. I opened YouTube in 2020. I don't know what is it that I wanted to post then. 2022, without my knowledge, I'm trying to monetize using this, and they keep saying this. This is, I don't know, AdSense is not capturing. There's something you're not doing right. The whole time this fucker was making money. I had no idea. A lot of this. Nikichagua mtu moja anatoka block. Na hii pesa iko hii karatasi. This one here, 12 months old. A lot of money. But I was not focused on the money. I was focused on doing something. Now we go back to the person who was saying about staying active. I was looking to do something with my time. You hate it because you don't know what to do with your time. So when you see me doing something with my time, you're projecting the failures of yourself and those ones of your father because you want me to die like your father. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Gumu kidogo. Why are you here? I want to do a podcast with you with your equipments. Which equipment, Ubotena? Which equipment, bro? There is nothing here. These little lights picked up from whatever. There is nothing here. Just the camera. And a very opinionated Shrabin Kikuyu fucker who is willing to stay here and tell you his mind, whether you like it or not, and you have no chance, you have no choice but to pay attention. Lakini ukitengeneza yako kama Joe Rogan, ukitengeneza yako kama ya Kingori, ukitengeneza yako kama kamera za Ikonini ama za Kisiangani, then invite me to your fucking equipments. Mimi sina equipment. I don't want to say sihitaji, but it is not a condition for me to say what I want to say. Why should it be your condition? Don't sell yourself short. Is my point. If I was going to be nice, I cannot be nice. I don't know how to do that. Oh shit, I thought you had a camera, microphone, and maybe a proper. For what, bro? For what? How do I show you what is here? There is nothing here. How do I do this? Do I move the camera around? There is nothing here. This light, the ceiling light, this little light, there's another one lying on the couch. There is this light, there is this light. There is one facing me here, like the reading light. This one is the one facing my beautiful black face. Nothing else. And a very opinionated Kikuyu from Maragua. That's it. Start somewhere. You saw this video. Where is that video? Let's go to files. I don't know if it's this one. No, it's not that one. Maybe it's this one. You know the video I'm talking about, the Jugos video, okay? The most popular song of mine. Actually, I know where to find it. Oh, no, it's not there. Look at the footage of that video. I'm driving on Thika Road from Muthaiga Mathari Hospital, Utalii, NYS, Police Headquarters, going towards TRM. Just turn the camera on. The whole video you are seeing is that area all the way to Sukari or wherever that place is. What is stopping you from doing that? What kind of production do you need? Every one of you have a phone with a camera. There is nothing unique. The video I just made of my trip to Kenya, there is just cell phone cameras. You have one of those. You are waiting to have economic camera style so that you can get started. The funniest videos are the ones on TikTok and YouTube with grainy cameras from 1999. What is stopping you from doing it? I don't have a production. I just shoot my camera. When you see me jumping with the Maasais, somebody holding my camera, whatever date I'm taking to that place, is the cameraman or camera woman. When I'm jumping with the Maasais 5 different times. What other production are you looking for? Put all those things together and you have a whole production. What else do you need? Hizo zingine zitajipea huko mbele. Start here with what you have. Mutinda. Sometimes back, I was broke as fuck. Then I went to YouTube and learned to cook donuts. And I started in the streets. Hapo sasa. Tony Silva, 99.29, with 200 shillings super chat. If you don't get it right between 25 and 35, pole blow. No. 27. 27 is the magic number for men. I have that video and it became controversial because the breed of men that now we have been given by single mothers, they don't want to hear the truth. So they have learned because they hang around with women so much. And women are very good with arguments. Mdomo. So they have carried that energy of the women in arguing everything. They are very good at projecting. It's a phenomenon. These people will live a very miserable life. These people will live a very miserable life. Life is about to deal a bad one on Gen Z Twanzis. The realities of this life, there is no room for that energy. You will learn it in a very, very miserable way. But for now, you think your little cheap insults is giving you kudos in a place I don't know where, because there's nowhere to cash in those little insults. If you don't get it right by the age of 27 as a man, hey, hii maisha itakugeuka. Hii maisha itakugeuka. You will not believe it. No, not 35. 35 is too, I mean 35. What are you now? Useless. You are better off dead. I mean it. You are better off dead than being 35 and completely lost. I mean, look at the people who are completely lost after 27. Recovering from that is very hard. Listen to, actually I'll play it here. Listen to the few words. I'm creating a final release of my conversation with Cairo. Listen to the very first words he said. Let me see if I can find it.
So many people trying to explain things. Stop explaining, just live your life. And I see so many people trying to explain things. Stop explaining, just live your life. Pambana na shida zako. That is the whole essence of being a man. Fighting. Men used to go to war. But again, we have weak men. Shida kidogo, you want to kill yourself. Shida kidogo, umekuwa mlevi. Fight. I'm happy that God has brought me back to scratch. I'm starting with God and God alone. I don't want people to say, ulisaidiwa. I'm not taking help from a man. Because let me tell you, there's a time I wanted help from men. Nobody listened to me, George. I went to a lot of people I spoke to. I gave proposals. Nearly delete those proposals. What is an investment? I don't need people to come to my house and raise money. Then every time, napiga selfie na kabadi. Nambu, unatumia pesa zetu mbaya. No. Let that glory go to God. I'd rather waniambie, we Mungu amekubariki, you're misusing you well.
Did you learn that from Morara?
I used to tell Morara, stop explaining. Wacha ku-explain watu it. Just quit it. You can't. You do your part. Do you know Kibaki, when in his first time, Kibaki, I think people say he lost the year. I don't want to go into politics, but
they stole the election from Raila Odinga.
They say that, you understand?
Yes, 100%.
But now everybody says he was the best president.
Yeah, because in Kikuyu we say ngope irago iria yakwa.
Thank you.
What did the death of your mom
teach you.
Not about your mom, not about the struggle.
Yeah.
But this one will be live tomorrow morning when you wake up. But that's the point. This boy is 28 years old. If you did not know that, you can also say he has lived a full life. "28 years old. 28 years old. Been there, done that. Big brain. He's not sitting idle feeling sorry about himself. No. He does not even want your help because he knows you and your fucking big mouth. I'm saying, sisi ndio tulimuokoa. Sisi ndio tulimsaidia. Yule alikuwa ameanguka. Sisi ndio tuliku. I don't want it. Fight like a man, he says. So no. 35. Fika 35 kama bro, you will remember me when you start seeing the inevitable of the Gen Z Dwanzis getting dealt with by life. Hii kiburi wako nayo na mdomo na energy ya mama zao bila mababa, maisha itawakaranga. There is no room for that. They have this hard mentality. They can get on Twitter and start insulting strangers. Reality does not say, go bring your friends. It deals with you by yourself. It deals with you by yourself. You'll be reduced to nothing. Then you realize, oh shit. So this life has order. Manhood has hierarchy. There is the give and the take. There is the respect and be respected. There is earning respect. There is earning your place. There is giving your place. There is taking your place. There is speaking in turns. For now, they are the best with insults. There will be waves. You will see it very soon. And I predict, and I dare predict it, a lot of them are going to die. Now, they keep crying about June of 2024. Hiyo ni kiojo. Wacha siasa ya Kenya ianze. That mother's energy, a man with a woman's energy, a woman in a man's body, is like an 18-wheeler full of steel metal with no brakes going downhill. That is the catastrophe that is going to face the Gen Zs in the elections that are coming up in Kenya. A lot of them are going to die useless deaths, needless deaths. Watakarangwa na maisha. Munalialia walitua. You will literally get killed. I promise you this. You were crying about Tanzania during the election. Goja yenu. And you know who is going to lead you into that abyss? Gachagua. With his own chest of billions of Kenya shillings. Money you cannot count in your head. He is going to lead you because you have the energy of your mother. You don't have logic. You are propelled by the emotions. And Gachagua will know how to activate those emotions. Especially Kikuyu men. Maisha itawakaranga. Hey. Mimi, I can erase what I just said. It's not going to make it stop happening. What is going to happen is going to happen whether I say it preemptively or I observe it in hindsight. A lot of young people are going to lose their life senselessly in the next 24 months. It's given. You don't have the brain to be logical, to be reasonable. The only opinion that counts as opinion is your own opinion. you notice that one term is the only acceptable opinion, right? In which world? You get to choose what is the opinion and also choose what is the opinion of the other person. And now we have all come together as the congregation and the congress of the Dwanzis, and the term now is one term. So two term is not an opinion, because it is not your opinion. And you at 23, 24, 25, you are the president of opinions. In a world that has lived for billions of years, you just showed up. You are the king of opinions. Hey, we will forget you, not the next day, a few hours after you are plastered with your brains open on the streets of Nairobi. Me saying it does not make it happen. It was going to happen before I say it. I can write it on a piece of paper, put it in a genie bottle, and open it in 2028. It will have happened. That energy of your mother is going to lead you to a premature death. And there's nobody who can tell you anything, because everybody is scared of you. You make them believe that. You dominated your mother. There is no father in the picture. You don't respect order. You don't respect hierarchy. There are no elders in your life. You are the seniors. You were born with everything. You were 200 years old in a 22-year-old body. You know everything. You have been there. You have done that. You have everything. You have all the knowledge, all the information. Nobody beats you. You are Gen Z Dwanzi. Hey, Goja. I'll be here to make fun of your death. Let me say that one more time so that doesn't sound like I slipped. I'll be here to make fun of your death, because you die prematurely. If you don't die physically, you will die at 23 and we will bury you at 76. But dying, you are dying. Unless you change that energy. Unless you start respecting manhood. Unless you dissect the ways of your mother. Unless you wake up and you realize that this world is rigged against a man. But you don't have the appetite for that. You are an 18-wheeler full of steel metal with no brakes downhill. The energy of your mother is the one that's propelling you with little cheap insults. Oh, on Twitter, you are the king of insults. Die, you will die. I promise you this. We will play this tape. You will cry on a tour. You will literally get killed. You want me to say, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about politics. You want me to say, I'm not talking about elections. I'm talking about elections. Tribal crashes are 1990. 2027 is not going to look like tribal crashes. It's going to look like Gen Z crashes. There is no Kikuyu that is going to die in Molo. There will be a Dwanzi that will die in the main streets of Nairobi and the ghettos of Kibera, propelled by the energy of the emotions of your mothers. You will learn how to respect order and hierarchy, whether alive or dead. But you're not going to come to change that order that has existed in human history. That is given. Na mimi sio wenu. You cried about Tanzania. How many people did they say died in Tanzania? Where is that story now? Wasn't our president in Tanzanian parliament cracking jokes? Wasn't the female president in Tanzania making jokes of you, little fuckers? I mean, give me 2 minutes, I can look up the video. Were they not making jokes about the indiscipline of the Dwanzis, both in Tanzania and Kenya? And they are saying we need to come together and instill discipline. But a few months ago, you are crying about how they have killed. We need to report her to the ICC. They were making jokes yesterday. And they are saying we need to tighten the discipline. I mean, maybe I'm just an observer. What do you think is going to happen to Kenya? And how soon do you think we are going to forget you if we have already forgotten Tanzania? And now they're making jokes out of those deaths. Boniface Mwangi took his kiberebere small boy energy there. Go ask him what happened. Where are those outcries now? What do you think is going to happen to you? I want you to be angry at me. I'm doing this intentionally. I'm distracting you from the reality that is coming for you because I actually want to see that train wreck. So I am making you get angry at me so that you can miss the big picture, so that I can still get the picture, the satisfaction of you getting punished by life for carrying your mother's energy. The world cannot continue with that energy. You are too many of you to be ignored. There has to be a reset. At some time, I was convinced if we let you be, women are going to teach you the lesson in marriages. And then it dawned on me that majority of Gen Zs are not going to get married. So that option is no longer there. Majority of you are not going to get married. Naturally, we would have left you to the women to teach you a lesson, put you in check, like your fathers have been put in check by your mothers in marriage. But you are not going to get women for two different reasons. Number one, you don't even know how to talk to women. Number one, B, women do not attach themselves with losers, especially when they have options. You are all at the age of 25. So the women that you date are at the prime of their sexual market value. There is nothing you have that would make them attach themselves to you. So nature will take care of that one. I hope that insult sinks properly. You are not going to get women. The Wamama Waharia that are fucking you, there's so much risk that you bring because of your mother's emotion for them to attach themselves with you because you are kiberebele, and the arrangement of having a mama requires you to have a certain level of discipline. You don't have it. So the mamas are not going to attach with you. So that department of women, colors. So marriage is not going to fix you. You are going to miss that boat completely. But the most dangerous reason is because you are going to become your mother's son husbands. Your mothers are going to delay your natural growth because they have already groomed you to be their retirement package. So even when you seem to scale the socioeconomic ladder, your mother is going to make sure that there's no woman that attaches with you. There's never going to be a woman good enough. Remember, the good women cannot attach with you because you are a loser. Even a woman who has run out of options, your mother is the one who is going to chase them away so that she can self-preserve herself. She can self-preserve herself in you taking care of her. So at the prime of your life, where you should be starting a family at 35, your mother will be 55, 60, and desperate for support. and she will make sure that you do not have any woman, no family, no children. You are solely responsible for her. I have that song. Let me see if I can find it. I need to arrange my songs properly. Son, husband. Huh, here it is.
Process. Let me tell you the process. He takes an evil mother and a weak father, her husband. Your mother is using you to replace your father in her life. She refuses to submit to her husband. She won't obey her husband. She denies him his honor and rejects to be led by him. He wants you to replace her husband. She wants to turn you into a son husband because she can manipulate you. She can control you. She can guilt trip you. She can infantilize you. And she doesn't need to honor you. She won't respect you, won't submit to you, or even obey you. She won't allow you to leave, but she will turn you into a son husband. She will kill all relationships. She will turn you against your dad. She will chase away your girlfriends and control your finances. You will replace your father and become her son husband. You are angry now, not at your mother, not at your father. You are angry now at your sorry ex. You see yourself just as weak as your dad. Canuthia is mad.
But young men don't want to listen. I don't want them to listen. Bro, I love train wrecks. I love train wrecks. I want to sit on the front aisle and watch this train wreck. Planet Earth cannot continue with this weakness of the Gen Z dwanzis. I mean, we can pretend to be humane, but the notion of humanity is to make sure that we eliminate weakness. And so, therefore, we have to sacrifice the weakest from the equation. We are going to see that train wreck. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't want them to listen. I don't want them to listen. Do you see those little traps they put to catch birds. I saw another one the other day. It was very ingenious. Just a very simple box. And it was a quail. They were catching little quails. I think there were 3 of them. Just a little box. And they put some grains here. They dig a hole here. And then they cover the hole with a flappy piece of carton. And then they put the grains on top. But they start on this side. And the little box, the flap is cut open. And it's held down by the grains. So the little quails, they come and eat that grain. And as they eat, they get into the box. And once they have finished eating the grains, that flap closes. Now, the only way out is through where this other flap, there is a hole beneath it. And so they start eating on top of that little flap, and 2 of them falls in. The one that remains try to go back, but the flap that they had initially come through already closed in. So now it's try to come out through the same flap. There is no more grains. If I get to edit this video, I'm going to put that video there. There are no more grains. But there is no other way of coming out. It has to come out through that flap. And as soon as it steps on that flap, also falls in. I love it. I love it. I genuinely 100% want to see Gen Z Dwanzis fall through that pit. I'll sit here, crack myself with laughter. Because they have dominated the airwaves with insults. They know everything. A 22-year-old, full of noise, and a useless degree from exit 16C on Thika Road, knows everything. I want to see them go through, and the flap closes on them, and there is no other way other than to fall through that. I want to see that train wreck. No, I don't want them to listen. Again, there will be no tribal clashes in Moro and Bantu Forest and Eldoret and wherever. But there will be something similar to tribal classes. Different demographic, different geographical location. And the worst of the society will be eliminated so that this planet can move forward with logic and common sense and hierarchy. This weakness is not sustainable. The story that Kibe told his mom that he is not her husband will always remain in me. I remember it like it's yesterday. I was sitting right here and I can hear him on the phone talking to his mother. I remember it like it's yesterday. That's why I cued him to give that story when we were on the podcast. AI has changed the conversation. The comment by Ashton Venture. Leo mi kwaiju ya Gen Z. Oh, bro. In Kikuyu, there is a word called kinanire. It describes the Gen Zs. This is that kid that nobody can tell anything. Kinanire. We could tell as small boys that this one is never going to amount to anything. I can mention them names right now. We knew those boys were never going to amount to anything. Wairegi is one of them. Jamrik. Karaoke wa Murathi. One or two of those got burnt alive in Gikoba Market. I can't remember which one it was. Those boys, when we were growing up, in Anire, we could tell they are never going to amount to anything. One of them got burnt alive. either in Githurai or in Gikoba Market. I think it was Jamrek. The other one, I have given that story here, was involved in the murder of the chief of the medical chief at Moranga Hospital, the guy who built 98, that big establishment in Maragua town called 98. They killed him in his house. He was caught in another crime and he confessed as to the reason they killed Dr. Moraguri. What happened to the other one? I can't remember what happened to the other one. But those three boys, when we were growing up, we knew they were never going to amount to anything. Inanire. Mimi sio wenu. Mimi naongea hivi. You deal with that wherever you want. Jamrek, Wairegi, and Kariuki wa Morathi. Either one or two of them are dead. One of them was burnt alive. The other one is serving life in prison. There is another one, I cannot remember his name, right next to our home. I can't remember what he had done. Another Kinanire. He had been arrested. He served time. He came out. He did something else. And he knew how bad the prison was. They had arrested him and they were walking him on the street to go to take him to this is the police. They had handcuffed him. They were walking him on the road and he knew where he was going. He could not survive it. So he wait. This is Boboyarogogo, that place where they sell fruits by the railway stop, the bumps when you come from Moranga, between Moranga and Maragua. After that, there is another place with tall trees. He waited until a Nissan was flying towards them at 100 kilometers an hour. He is handcuffed, being taken to jail. He put himself in the way of the Nissan. He was blown up to hell. Inanire. That is where I want Gen Z Dwanzis to end up. Let me say that again so that does not sound like a misquote. I want to witness that train wreck. This mannerlessness of the Gen Zs is not sustainable. There is no society that has room for this mannerlessness. We saw this pothead in X Spaces that had threatened a woman and they called DCI on him and he was picked up from the house. What is the name of that guy, if some of you can remember? He used to come on X and insult everybody. Then, what is the name of that useless drunkard in Australia? Fuck. He paid some DCIs and they went and picked him up. Put him in his place. Kanye West. Thank you. Yes, Kanye West. Kanye West in Australia, that drunkard idiot. He paid some DCIs and they went and picked this boy up, I don't know, somewhere in Transoia or whatever the fuck place he is in. And he was put in his place. I want that multiplied 1,000,000 times for every Dwanzi in existence. And the election time is the best time for that. It's not me saying it's going to happen whether I say it or not, but it's going to happen exactly the way I'm saying it. There are too many of them to ignore. They are going to mess up the social order. So inevitably, a multiple factor of what happened to Tanzania is going to happen in Kenya. Mpende musipende. It's just the way the world operates. It's not because of this political party or this political candidate. No, that's just the world resetting. A lot of them. This one saying, Munatua, they will literally themselves get killed. I want it to happen. Because we are addressing the issue, Gen Z hawasikizagi. So what is the other side of that coin? Kinanire get burnt in Gikoba market. Kinanire get in the way of a matatu and get thrown to hell. Kinanire get jailed, life in prison. I'm talking about people in my life. Some of them are slightly older than me. Some of them are 2-3 years younger than me. I watched them being Kinanires. There is no other shortcut. Every society has its prison. What do you think it is? A museum? I'm just telling you the way it is. If you are one of those people who say, Wanatua, you will literally be the one killed. Save this space. There's so much female energy. It's combustible. It is not sustainable, especially given how many there are. The world cannot continue like that. The center can no longer hold. There is no other time in the history of humanity there has been this level of manlessness in young men. And societies can collapse by simply having too many men of military age, unemployed, and idle. Just those two ingredients are enough to collapse a society. Now add in the mannerlessness. Add in this empty-headedness, this know-it-all attitude, this nature to destroy. Let me read you something. There's this girl called Wamboi. Let me see if I can get it. You understand what I mean? Again, always remember, Mimi Siowenu. I will speak the way I speak because I cannot speak the way your father speak. Your father speak the way your father speak. You don't have a problem with the way your father speak. Why do you have a problem with the way I speak? George anaongeaga venye nataka, unataka niongee venye sitaki. Let me take you there. Wamboi, 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 Wamboi. Wamboi. Where is that conversation? Wamboi, here we go. This one here. Wamboi is a woman, granted, most likely. Sasa kwa mfano, huyu akiamuka apate kibada haiko atalaumu nani? This is the photo of a guy who has an opinion of his political preferences. He has a kibada that he has called Good Life 2-term, working under the government of Kenya. The economy is doing better and Kenyans are happy. Hashtag always shop for the best. That is his opinion. Okay? The woman, the person agitating them is a woman. Now, I want you to understand how much these Dwanzis respond to the female energy. If it was Francis Gaido who wrote this, the response would have been different. I can show you that video. I can show you that post. I can show you that Gaido's tweet on a different argument of the same Dwanzis. This woman knows the button to touch on these useless Gen Z nuances. The only acceptable opinion, even though we have the power and the ability to be opinionated, as long as you say one term. So this guy said two term. And Wamboi came and said, for example, huyu mtu akiamuka akute hii kibada yake imeharibiwa, atalaumu nani? This is what I responded. Why does an opinion bother people this much? Wamboi responded by saying, because it's displayed publicly. It becomes open to public response. That is not what I asked. I did not have asked about what is displayed. I asked, why is that opinion? Simply because it's two term, and the only acceptable one is the one term, why does it bother you? Let me turn off that thing. Now, forget about Wambui. Wambui is a woman. She's allowed to have women emotions. I said to her, you low-key called for the destruction of his property because he has an opinion that differs from yours. Now here is why I'm reading it. A Gen Z Ndwanzi comes in. His name is Abdi Osman. And he says, it's because his opinions is dangerous to public safety. It is called preemptive strike. You think I'm making this shit up? Here, I'll take a screenshot and I'll post it in production. Another one called Mzee Bakari says, edeni na huko bwana. We don't tolerate nonsense and mediocrity. I want to sit in the front seat and watch brain matter splattered on the streets of Nairobi. If that's what it's going to take to eliminate this danger, do I need to say that in another language? This is not sustainable. Again, tribal crashes are not going to happen in Molo. And they are not going to be called tribal crashes. But the world has to reset. This is dangerous. The universe has to find a way to eliminate this danger from the society. I want you to be angry at me. And then it happens, and then you say, now you wazimu walikuwa wamesema hivyo. This is the only reason I'm saying it. A post, an opinion, but it differs with their opinion. They did not post their opinion. They differed with the one that was posted. And in that instant, they are ready to destroy that person's property. Which world has room for that? I seriously want you guys to think what you're asking for. That there is a society that can run like this. I have bad news and bad news for you. So let me deliver both of them. The state has the monopoly to violence. Do what you have to do with that information. You agitate yourself with your mother's emotions. And everything because you have learned to say no to order and logic. And everybody who disagrees with you, you throw a fit. As a 6-year-old, now you are 24 and you are throwing a fit because somebody has an opinion that differs from yours. FFU, my friend. FFU. Fanya fujo uone. That's what we used to call GSU during Moi's days. I'll be sipping my Kireget water. But the state has monopoly of violence. Take it to your African God. Nobody can change that fact. Fartoons 261. I think this is the little Allahu Akbar girl. Her other name is Toon on TikTok. I think that is the girl that has joined as a member of my YouTube channel. Fartoon 261. Some little covered Allahu Akbar girl. Those people are story for another day. Story for another day. Those people are sweet. Hiya. In your experience, is there a difference between Kenyans living in US and Kenyans back at home? I saw a foreigner say Kenyans are worthy of assimilation, which was interesting. I have no idea what he just said. Teach me how to earn money. Be useful. Be useful in your society. Be useful in your community. Be useful around other people. Identify a problem and position yourself to be the one solving that problem. It's that simple. The biggest lesson is in children. I know it's more of a Western thing, of children selling lemonade in a lemonade stand. There is no lemon in the drink. There's just some powder. And they mix it with water and they put it in a pitcher and put some ice in there. And they sit there and they sell it for $1. There is the Mama Uji that goes in construction sites and sell uji and githeri to people building houses in Kileleshwa, in Kilimani. They identify a need. I mean, some of these things are being done by Burundians. Ama ni mimi niko Kenya ingine. Somebody came all the way from Burundi, a little tiny God-forsaken poor country, and they have found purpose in Kenya. I made a video about them. You probably are bored of my music by now, but I made a video of that. I made a song of that. They live in the ghettos with you. They rise up before dawn and they trek to the west side for construction sites. But when they have made the money, now they can celebrate and they can belong and they can become part of you. But they are from Burundi. Be useful. There's no other magic of making money. And more importantly, because I know that's why you are asking, stop wanting what other people have. That's the danger now of the 21st century with the social media, because you're exposed to other people's success, other people's ways of life, other people's stories. So you look at yourself and you say, mine is not like that, and you give up because you want what I have, but you don't want the process that I took. You don't want this me. Let me show you me. Hey, you don't want this me. Let me show you that me I'm talking about. Where is that me? You don't want this me. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You don't want this me. Pumping petrol at Bazaro Total gas station. You see the name Total gas station there. Usijifanye uoni. You don't want that one. Where was this other one? This one here. You don't want this one. This is me at Uhuru Park. When Uhuru Park was Uhuru Park, there was the roaring boats. There was a roaring boat, and there was a little body of water, and you could go there and pay a few shillings, and you get on those little boats, and you row the boat. This is my daughter, little here. This is my little daughter right there. 3 years old. And his cousin, Lewi. You don't want that me. This is me right here. Sidio? You're not interested in that story. Stop wanting what other people have. You want this guy, right? Sijui kama nilisema mimi sio wenu. You see me jumping with the Masai at JW Marion. He say, I want that one. What about the guy in a red shirt pumping petrol for 2,500 shillings a month? What about that one? No, you just want the snapshots of the resorts at 22. Stop wanting what other people have. The day you will stop wanting what other people have is the day you will start having what you want. Stop comparing your life with other people. You don't know my journey. You don't know where I've been. You don't know. I guarantee you don't want my path of life. So stop wanting these resorts, because you cannot bear the journey of it, the process of it. Make your own story and make it so good and so unbearably painful that you'll sit back and laugh at yourself. Want that. Want that for yourself. Stop comparing yourself with anybody else's life. We have the vantage point of enjoying and learning from the life that is Samuel Ruto. But you don't want that one, because that one ended where your father's life did not end. So now you are jealous at that one. But when he was your age, if you were there watching him serving Gideon Moi and Nyachai and whatever the Bosire, these big boys of the politicians who are running YK92, if you were there with the language of your mother, the shaming language you have right now, what would you have said? Analaba sana. When he was your age. Analaba sana kwa YK92. He is the fucking president of a country now. But when he was 22, right out of college, he crossed the street and went and joined YK92. Who was run YK92? Simeon Nyachai's son, Daniel Moi's son, system people's sons. He was a son of nobody. If you, with your little shaming language from your mother, if you had seen him at 22, analaba sana, umboewe. He is the president of Kenya, and he will be there for a very long time. A very long time. He's been invited to White House by several presidents. steadiness too much. He was speaking at Tanzania's parliament. Mwenye alikuwa analaba sana. You, with your little mother's energy and little useless insults, because on the inside you are a woman, so you carry the woman's shame in language. Shame, insult, guilt need to be right. For a man, no. This world will chew you up and spit you out before you destroy it. Mark those words. And we will forget you before Muchwa start eating your dead flesh. Start singing, Wanatua, you are next. Not because of politics, because the world cannot handle you with those mother's emotions. It will spit you out. Burundi and Rwanda. Yeah, I was hesitant to mention Rwanda because I'm not sure. I know Burundians are in Kenya. I have a very long conversation in December with a guy from Burundi, giving me his story. We met at the what is the name of the original name of Bedmogo? What is the original constituency Bedmogo was MP for? There's a place there they sell meat under that name, whatever that name is. Dagoretti Corner. I met that young man there in December at that meat establishment. But he is washing cars. So I left my Prado there for him to wash. And then when it was ready, he came inside. I was eating there with my daughter. And I said, no, sit down here. Wacha tumalize kukula. Now he is scared. But we started eating my food with him. And he gave me his story. He went to Tanzania, things did not work out. So he found a way to come to Kenya. He is the reason I made that song I was telling you about earlier. Now he's in Kenya, hustling better than you fuckers that are entitled. Kenya is the America. Kenya for Ugandans is America. Kenya for Burundians is America. Kenya for Rwandese is America. Kenya for Tanzanians is America. Go listen to that video of a guy who is giving a story of talking to people on the Tanzanian side of Namanga about Kenya. You would think they are describing America. But you fuckers are so entitled. Now you have become political pedants. You know everything that is wrong with Ruto. But your father never took that journey. They are the same age. Niliwakumbusha mimi sio wenu. There is no place for that energy on this planet. It will be eliminated this election year in time. You will be misled by Gachagua, and Gachagua will continue enjoying his billions. When the dust settles and your brain matter get washed off the streets of Nairobi, Gachagua will walk to State House and shake hands with Ruto. Mark those words. It will be 2018 and 2028, somewhere in March or April. Mark those words. You will have been forgotten. Your mother will die 1,000,000 times, having buried a son because you carried her energy. I'm looking for that song. I will find it. Let me see if it's this one.
Thank you for what you are doing out here for the boy child.
No, it's not that one. I have it here. That story, that song was inspired by the story of that Burundian guy. Something about Nairobi. I need to arrange my music better. Come on, where is that song? It's very complicated. I try to master the accent of a Burundian, the Swahili of the Burundian, to make the point. Nairobi. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the dust where the concrete is broken. Born in the smoke where the truth goes unspoken. Straight out of Cayole, the kingdom of scars. Looking at planes while we sleep under stars. The shadow of the bearer is part of my skin. Started with nothing but hunger within. At the valley where spirits ignite. We grind in the trenches to conquer the light. So Weto was breathing through holes in the walls. Standing so tall, never willing to fall. My tongue is a weapon that fires so fast. Forget about silence, forget about past. Make sure we are speaking the code of the block. The pulse of the city is ticking like clock. Counting the paper and chasing the stack. Once we are moving, we never look back. The alleyways know every step that I take. Building an empire for goodness sake. Street life is heavy, but I am the king. Hear how the metal and melodies ring. We get the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. The city is screaming our name in the street. Moving the mountain and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. The city is screaming our name in the street. Moving the mountain and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. The city is screaming our name in the street. Moving the mountain and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. The city is screaming our name in the street. Moving the mountain and feeling the heat. Raise up your voice for the brothers who fell. Turning this heaven right out of this hell. Here we represent for the slums and the stray. Changing the game in a massive new way. The hustlers are ready, the soldiers are out. Give them a reason to holler and shout. From the east to the south where the energy flows. This is the power that everyone knows. I walk through Nairobi with gold on my chest. A boy from the ghetto is beating the best. The system was rigid, but I am the flame. Adding respect to the weight of my name. English and Swahili are fused in my soul. Taking the lead and I grab the control. No more excuses and no more delays. The sun is finally hitting my face. Ibera is dancing, so Weto is proud. Peeking my heavy thoughts over the crowd. Money is calling, I pick up the line. Everything shiny is destined as mine. Pavement is hot, but my heart is so cold. Telling the stories that need to be told. Cayole is watching me climb to the top. Once I start moving, I never can stop. My Kara is chanting the anthem of gain. Washing away all the struggle and pain. The king of the jungle is back for his crown. I am the reason they never stay down. We give the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. Setting is screaming, I'm in the street. Moving the mountain and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. Setting is screaming, I'm in the street. Moving the mountain and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the score. Open the bottles and ask for some more. Setting is screaming, I'm in in the street, moving the mountain and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the door, open the bottles and ask for some more.
We get the money, we level the score, open the bottles and ask some more. The city is screaming our name in the streets, moving the mountains and feeling the heat. We get the money, we level the score, open the bottle and ask for some more. The city is screaming the name in the streets, moving the mountains and feeling the heat. Let me show you where I wanted to show you. Back in the dust, where the concrete is broken, born in the smoke, where the truth goes unspoken, straight out of Kayole, the kingdom of scars, looking at plains where we sleep under the stars. The shadow of Kibera is part of my skin, started with nothing but hunger within. Madare the valley where the spirits ignite. We grind in the stretches to conquer the light. Soweto is breathing through the holes in the wall, standing so tall, never willing to fall. The tongue is a weapon, it fires so fast. Forget about the silence, forget about the purse. In Sheng, we are speaking the code of the black. Now, this is the Rwadis, learning not just the lingo, but also the ways of the city so that they can fit in the slums of Kayole and Kibera where they stay along with the natives. But watch what happens when they make bank. In Sheng, we are speaking the code of the block. The pulse of the city is ticking like clock, counting the paper and chasing the stack. Once we are moving, we never look back. The alleyways know every step that I take, building an empire for the goodness sake. Street life is heavy, but I am the king. Hear how the metal and melodies ring. We get the money, we level the score. Once they get paid, now they can act like Nairobians. We open the bottles and we ask for some more. The city is screaming our name in the streets, moving the mountains and feeling the heat. We get the money and we level the score. Somebody here said, Rwadis are winning big in Kenya. I have met two so far winning big and are in love with Fortuna cars. That's what I meant in that song. But you want to be a victim because Ruto turned better off than your father. And now you're projecting the failures of your father on Ruto. Argue me that one differently. Because if your father is doing better than Ruto, Ruto would never be your concern. Because the children of them that are doing better than Ruto, Ruto never factor in their life. Argue me that one differently. 99% of this agitation is you projecting the failures of your fathers. Whether because they are losers or they are absent. One or the two. Niliwakumbusha mimi sio wenu. Mimi naongeaga hivi. Ndio mama yako aongee kama mama yako. Na baba yako aongee kama baba yako. Na anko yako aongee kama anko yako. So in the same way, mimi naongea hivi. Listen to that accent. That's Arwadis accent. The Swahili is very concentrated because it is more proper Swahili like the Tanzanian than it is Kenyan. But I did this intentionally. I wrote it in that accent and in that concentrated Swahili intentionally to amplify that struggle I just demonstrated about Arwadis in this now other song.
kama erone raba chafu kwa vumbi, tunasaka tu hatujali hii tumbi. Mtani mrefu na milima ni ngumu, lakini mfuko lazima uke unatuma. Magoti yamechubuka tunasetana lami, utafuta chapa mbele ya hawa mahami. Nairobi ni yetu na jasho ni haki, kwenye hii game sisi ndio mashaki. Juani tuko si tunapiga maraundi, biashara mkona ni hatuhitaji makondi. Kila mula inapita tunatia ndani ya mfuko, tunaishi leo kesho ni mbali kuko. Kutoka Islando hadi kule namba 8, mistari ni moto, hebu piga mtu afahamu. Hakuna kulala mpaka keleweke, kwenye hii jiji mjanja hawezi baki peke. Weka mkono juu, piga makofi, leo ni leo, hamna hofu au hofu. Pesa mkononi tunasherehekea, mtaa mzima sasa unatutambua. Piga kelele, ruka juu, sote pamoja. Pesa mkononi tunasherehekea, mtaa mzima sasa unatutambua. Piga kelele, ruka juu, sote pamoja. Toka chini hadi kilele ni nzee, inge maisha tunayopenda wenyewe. Hakuna wa kutuzuia tukidai chapa, vizonzo vinali tunazidi tu hapa. Kila kona ya mitaa tunashughulika, kwa bidii na nguvu njaa tumekapa. Sheng ni lugha asili ya mtaa, tunaangaza kila mahali kama nyota inang'aa. Kama unajua mchaka, kila asubuhi ni ndio kufuata baraka. Hapa ketu maisha ni kali na kweli, lakini msupa anajua sisi ni masekeli. Kutoka asubuhi mpaka jua linazama, kwenye fuko jaba zinapiga ngoma. Sisi ndio wenye mji na siri ya mitaa, tukipita kila mtu anabaki anashangaa. Maji yameshapita chini ya daraja, tuko hapa sasa tunadai tusokwa kaja. Usilete jeuri mbele ya mwenye mji, ila senti tunapata ni kwa ajili ya mlo na kuji. Kwa klasi yako tushereheke mafanikio, kila kitu kipo sawa, hakuna bilio. Weka mkono juu, piga makofi, leo ni leo, hamna hofu au hofu. Pesa mkononi tunasherehekea, mtaa mzima sasa unatutambua. Piga kelele, ruka juu, sote pamoja. Pesa mkononi tunasherehekea, mtaa mzima sasa unatutambua. Piga kelele, ruka juu, sote pamoja. Yeah. Weka mkono juu, piga makofi, leo ni leo, hamna hofu au hofu. Pesa mkononi tunasherehekea, mtaa mzima sasa unatutambua. Piga kelele, ruka juu, sote pamoja. Pesa mkononi tunasherehekea, mtaa mzima sasa unatutambua. Piga kelele, ruka juu, sote pamoja.
Hapo sasa. A hot cup of coffee from George Casper. It's a YouTube member. On M-Pesa. He has sent me the confirmation of that. Oh yeah, Trevor Noah. He has now been a member for more than 6 months. So now he has unlocked the golden level badge. Asante sana, Trevor Noah. We had a very good interaction with Trevor Noah. Call me Trevor Noah. Let's find out how your Mungeki hair is doing with the perfect shavers. If you're still here. Trevor, did you guys hear the song I played when I met Trevor? What is that song called? Okay, he is calling me. Say something. Shit, it's not gonna speak. All right, now I can hear you.
Perfect. What did you want to hear from me? The Mongiki hair?
Yeah, are those shavers working on you?
Oh yeah, perfect, man. Bro, it was hell. You know, I was using like electric shavers, like shaving my bumps. It was painful, man. And these things are painless experience. I love it.
Those shavers last forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
So I hope that solves your bump. I gifted Kisiangani the same set.
Yeah.
Because he also has those bumps on his shovel.
Oh yeah. Many people do actually have those bumps, man. It's very rare that I do actually get to eliminate this problem at a very young age.
Yeah. I hope it works for you. Otherwise, how is life treating you?
My life is good. Sheesh, let me tell you, you know, since you advised me yesterday, man, my life has become easier. I'm even sleeping more. Life is good, jolly. You know what I mean by what I said?
Yeah. The conversation we had yesterday from a feedback from one of your customers. We don't have to speak about that here.
Bro, that was gold, bro. You don't know how much, I was getting like 3 hours sleep, 2 hours, because I was like recording more than I could post, you know? Like it was too much for me, you know? And getting that feedback, it was life changing because it took so much pressure off of me that now I can focus on like quality content, you know? But the advantage of it is that I have found it very easy. As you know, the pressure to hope you can still hear me right now.
Oh yeah, I can hear you properly.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So the pressure on me was like hectic, but it was a kind of good because I knew how to efficiently produce videos as fast as I can. Because I did pattern produce 75 videos in a day, which is like mind blowing. Because Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, usually it's a little bit slower. So I hate it. Like the downloading, I hate it because I stay efficient. So yeah. So now since I'm backtracking, I'm making less videos. It's better for me, so I can do other things, you know, like YouTube long form on the X consistently, and another thing, and the cargo thing.
I saw a video you did of us, you, me, and my daughter, and you put it on YouTube, and it's doing very well.
7.8K.
Yes.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And now to the point that you are making, the feedback you got from that motorist.
Yeah.
I had a podcast with Cairo for an hour and a half. Okay.
Yeah.
And probably only you who are going to understand what I'm saying because you know the context of the conversation with your customer.
Yeah.
I only posted 24 minutes of it.
Okay.
And so far it has 72,000 views.
Yeah.
So that is the separation between the quality and the quantity. So that guy was telling you, you need to have quality as opposed to quantity.
Yeah.
Just focus on giving us the best of the outcomes of your interaction with your people.
Yeah.
And then everything else will shape up on its own.
Yeah. It's just perfect. You know, I actually didn't understand it until you interpreted it, you know? You know, you're kind of like Jesus, you know? Have the scripture, but I need Jesus to interpret it for me so that I can stand it for my, you know? Like, pull it down. Yeah, thanks so much, man.
Somebody, one moment, Trevor. Somebody is asking for my M-Pesa number. I have pinned it on top of the comment section. This is Poppin Brian 254. The number now is pinned at the top of the comment section. It's 074 1078 693. I hope that gets to you. Yeah, give us quality. And you know, if you look at the work that King Ori does, and I don't know how much of that he saves out. But if you look at the kind of content he puts up, he's never in a hurry to put a content on top of another.
Yeah.
And his content get a lot of good views, a lot of them. Mine is probably 2 weeks old, and it has over 80,000. The other one,
crazy.
The other one is a month plus, and it has 180 something.
Yeah.
Let me see, because he is here as collaborator. Yeah, one of them actually it's 98,000. 98,000 in, what is it going to say? April 21. That is what? 3 weeks? Less than 3 weeks?
3 weeks. Yeah.
The other one is It's 2 hours 15 minutes, and it has 153,000 in 1 month.
Wow.
Quality. Focus on the quality. Yes.
Yeah, but now the advantage of me focusing on the quantity before is that I can focus, as in I have both. I have efficiency and I have quality, you know? So I can just jiggle around with it. I know how to type fast, the right captions fast, you know? So yeah, I can't regret the quantity part. It was perfect.
And I think the good thing that you have going for yourself is that you are very good at editing.
Yeah.
So you are able to spit out all this content in very short turnaround.
Yeah. It's quantity. I focused on quantity before.
Yes.
I think focused on quantity when I was in attachment to Nyeri. So now I think I have figured the quantity part out. Yeah, I think I did the quantity part because of having one content and just using it different, and maybe having one video and posting it 10 different times. Just learning what works, what emoji works, what font works, you know, what moment works, what moment to put fast, you know, what timing works,
And you also have more than 2 pages.
Oh yeah.
So you can dedicate the quality product on the legacy page where that guy found you organically, and post those quality interactions there, and then create a secondary, tertiary platform for the rest of the interactions, so that you are satisfying everybody on different packages. Parts. Yes.
Yeah, like Trevor No Premium.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I was sitting on that name today. Yeah. It was amazing. I think amazing interactions. So much energy to give out, but now, yeah, it's a blessing.
Yes.
And I think maybe the advantage of it purely, the advantage of peer efficiency in advertisements, because getting to do advertisement fast is amazing, because you can just do, maybe if a client wants one video, you can just do 4 different videos, see what works best. Just go with that and then take down the rest. And over time, can just charge more because I already know what works. You know, kind of like organic. As in, I already know the caption that I'm going with. You know, I know. No. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the advantage of knowing how to edit. You can already tell the product in the process of making the raw material.
Yeah, I think that's where you asked me. Now uko na routine ko. Shani talk on routine yangu nilikuwa na plan. Kwenda kugani conversation yende mahali. I had captions, bro. I figured out, haya nagonga kwanza you watch. Nigonge mtoto wako. Nigonge part nyingine sasa hapo natoa video 3 zikiendanga, unaona? Kind of like the way I did with this perfume gift, how I splitted it, the way kwanza ilianguka, you gifted me the shaver first, you gifted me the perfume first, you know. I think I should also start with the you know, kind of, you know, playing with different parts of the video, you know. So the next time I know which part to play out, which part to exaggerate, which part to start with, you know. Just, I think what I've gained most from this is just knowing what works. I swear, bro. The followers never matter. Just wake up to more followers and like, sheesh, 80,000 followers. What are these people doing here? You know, it's kind of the point is knowing what works. I swear. Like client run police. Hey, wait, I know. Kucha, sema hii. It just clicks. It's amazing.
The petty bone in me is urging me to remind you of a comment of some Doanzi that said, all these people you interact with, kwa nini hawakupeagi kazi? Do you remember that comment?
Yeah, but it's not their business. As in, tell me, hawawanipea kazi, sindo? Siwezi ya kuja ni announce.
No, but when a Doanzi says something like that, Do you think they are talking about you or they are talking about themselves?
They're talking about themselves. Because in their head, I swear I've been waiting for this moment, bro. I've been arguing this with my head. So this is how I think. Most of the Gen Zs were raised a certain way. We're raised to be corporate, we're raised to be employees. So every time you see a person doing something that you have never thought of, you think, why aren't you being structured? Why aren't you being corporate? No. You should look for a job. Look for a job. Enda uze mandazi, enda uze njugu, enda ukwe makanga, unaona? As in, look for structure. Why are you doing something that is not structured? No. Which, even me, I'm even surprised, because I didn't find this opportunity for myself. Me, I was just somewhere, and then later the night you told me, but this is my job base, I'm like, shit. So this whole time now, okay, cool, let's go into Nona. I didn't mean come to a corporate. Let me tell you something. I had a conversation with my uncle in 2024. I was telling my uncle, I actually want to pay my rent. I actually want to figure out how I can earn money. No. But like 2 years later, bro, I'm looking at myself, I'm like, sheesh. I never thought like my life will turn out this way. No. So most of the people just don't know themselves. So they just project themselves onto others. People want structure. I'm not kuachiriwa kwa like sunaunda content. Ajiriwa uko unaondea mse mwingine content. But after you do things for yourself and after you start do things for others, you just realize that being creative and working for other people can't go like in line. No. You structured, creativity just goes out of the room. And people don't care about the views. Unajua kuna mtu utampigia kazi alafu ako like, usifanye hivyo, I have an idea. Unaona? Which kills the creativity. So mimi siwezi enda ati ni ajiriwa tu cause ati mimi sai George nikisata kuajiriwa full time content creator. Pinini ka sina zenda ajiriwa. I am full of ideas.
But you have business accounts that you manage and they pay you a monthly stipend.
Yeah.
You have CEOs that invite you to their businesses for you to internally create content for them.
Yeah.
And some fucker who is dealing with their own iniquities, they are saying that you are a beggar.
But they have never seen that. Kila mtu anataka structure. Juzi nikaa tu nikuulize, umeona wapi mtoko miaka yako 54, 55 ana kazi ya kufanya mwaka mzima bro? As in apart from you, kuna example gani nyingine? Sasa mtu atakuangalia wewe fanye, but this utafute kazi. But this utafute shamba kulima. Because they've never seen that. No. It's crazy. It's crazy that I can work for CEOs and never be seen at the office. No. As in, I'm technically an employee since I'm getting a monthly, but I have never seen that at the office. Maximum is once or twice. When you have na mtu anafanya kazi analipwa monthly, na hajawahi onekana kwa ofisi na si mwenye ofisi.
So these people are just projecting their iniquities and their ability to make use of the technology that they told us is theirs, and we should die off because we are baby boomers and this is their world. But they have no idea what to do with AI. They have no idea what to do with the technology. They have no idea what to do with these opportunities that are falling literally on your lap on the side of the road. So when they see it, the only thing that their mother's energy is telling them to do is to project. Kwani kurogwa ni gani ingine kama sio hiyo?
But George, I ask CEOs, do you have a TikTok account? And say no. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, bro, what do you mean? You have 10 people, bro. You have one social media manager from Aga Kazigani. Unasikia mtu ni social media manager, like, what social media are you managing? And you have more budget than you have. Like, you can literally just, as in, bro, this market is so under, as in, aina mtu, creating content aina mtu, managing social media zina watu. As in, hizi opportunities ni excess. Unadhani ni watu wangapi wakae duku juu na niambia bethe, si unaweza nifanyia content kwa kaida yangu na bethe me I don't have that. kuja nifanye kazi full time. I don't have time. No. Editors ni wengi. Alafu unapata hadi opportunities here, I can give someone an opportunity, but unapata ndo anakuja kuniambia Beze Trevor, I'm an editor. Alafu unaingia kwa page yake.
Do you know how many of those I interact with? Oh, Mimi, I was going through your content and I saw there is something I can do this, and I click on their profile. They have nothing. They are talking about Kasongo. Fuck us.
Exactly.
How can you come sell me a product that you don't believe in it enough for you to post it on your page?
Lakini George, sasa hata ukienda uliitisha chef CV, hata kupea social media yake, hata kupea piece of paper from the cyber. Ukiitisha chef CV sahi, atakuletea website. Atakuletea reviews, ama atakuletea karatasi hapo. Kwani CV ni nini social, kama si social media? Nani utumia social media ka CV hakuna? Kila mtu akona karatasi. As in
why somebody was, when in December, when we brought in Suo we know to cook for my family at my village home, somebody came and made some silly comment there of why I did not give that opportunity to a boy and give it to a woman. Which boy? I did not find Suo we know in the inboxes saying that they can cook. Her whole life is cooking.
Exactly. CV yake ni TikTok yake, Instagram yake, YouTube.
But these fuckers come in your inbox, they say, oh, I can read you 1 million inboxes. Oh, there is something you can do. Even this video I did with Mkenya Daima and Flo, the Mukwi and the Indian guy. There's some guys, oh, you need to fix your sound. I say, pick up the video, go fucking fix the video. Then he comes back and say, oh no, I cannot say that. So I told him right there in the comment, you can go see it. So this was just small boy talk. And you want to expand your energy on that nonsense. Nani aliroga generation yenu? What the fuck is this life?
Lakini George, adimi ukiangalia most of the opportunities, most of the insights, who has given me? It's not my generation. You look at the people who I interact with, it's not my generation. You look at the people who tell me, Beze Trevor, you can do this, it's not my generation. It's mostly you, but apart from you, like, let me say 1% of the rest, they're not my generation, bro.
The guys that gave you merchandise to dish out to BMW drivers.
Yeah, I was the only Gen Z.
And people are calling you a beggar. And don't say it, but if they know how much money you got paid for that, then they would have something different to hate, because theirs is just propelled by their mother's emotions.
Exactly.
How can planet Earth exist with that group of people?
It can't, because they're blind. As in, that's why I stopped showing money. No, apart from maybe you and my beer, I've never showed. I do keep just hide it. No. Because they are projecting themselves onto me. They wish to be me. They don't wish to be on the other side of that they're giving. No. That's why they hate. Because let me wish to be on that. Come on, Jana. I have a trending video right now. It has like close to 200,000 views in less than 24 hours. Never thought much about it. Never even edited it. Just saturation. What is this thing called? Saturation, caption, and then the video is 2 minutes long. So I just found a very long conversation that maybe was not necessary. I just cut it to 1 minute and several seconds and just put it. And the part that I cut was the one that I was giving my number. No. Never thought much about it, but it was an advertisement. So the best part is just cut to the advertisement bit. You know, most of the captions were actually, nimefanya advertisement na hujamlipa. And I was like,
si yeye post video yake akituonyesha yeye akilipwa. Or exactly. That is not the conversation. Maumbo nyinyi.
But they only want to project themselves on one side. They don't want to project themselves as they give, as they receive, as the giver. only the receiver.
Then there was this guy who was recording you from his car behind the car that you were interacting with, and he wanted to shine with that little video of his. Do you remember that conversation on X?
Yeah, I remember.
Kwani mnagoja wakisi wakuja Nairobi waroge Nairobi? Hakuna kurogwa ingine? Hiyo ndio kurogwa.
Exactly.
Hiyo ndio uchawi.
Exactly.
Kisi's were just chilling.
Until he popped up. But just me nakwambia, it's crazy. But nakwambia, in December, I was looking at there's a Kaspora who came there. They gave me his socials. I never thought much about it. Nikaenda kuangalia Instagram yake, bro, that guy's like 13K followers. You remember in December when I told you, hey, by the way, I finally figured Instagram out. I had 1,000 followers in deck. Looking at this guy, I'm like, I'm getting inspired, bro. I'm getting views. Naangalia social media yake naona, what is he doing that I'm not doing? What is most common that is making these videos trend? 1 month later, after I told you I figured it out, the same guy came and asked me for the advice. And I'm just looking at that guy, and I figured it out. That guy was not posting as much. So that was the advice. And I told him, Fanya hivi, I know what is wrong with the content. Uko na ngapi nikwambie? That guy said, okay, nitakuja next week Friday. He never. Yodhani alirudi. Sema nini? Ndio maana mtu astahili kujikompea na mtu mwingine. Juu unajikompea na mtu mwingine unadhani mtu mwingine ni mkubwa. Kumbe mtu mwingine ni lazy. Mimi hata niache kujikompea na watu wengine bana. Most of the people are just watu ni lazy huko hivi nje. If you just decide to put in the work, unapata umepiga generational leap, unapata the social media managers juu wanakuwa ni makers 28 kuendelea, at least mtu anahitaji kampuni ku manage social media. I'm like, what? Manage this thing from my single. There's nothing to manage about this. Kuna tu content unaona, because of the hard work inapitanga kila kitu, alafu advice tu kidogo unaona, hey George, what do I do in this situation unaona, alafu naenda kaangalia that niche what works. Time, what are the key moments, what are the people looking for, hivyo mdogo, alafu a lot of work. Kuna kitu kingine unajua jana, as in me, I'm a young guy, I don't have brains but I have the energy, so I'm just gonna use my energy to see what works. The money unapata every day, I just deal with dealerships. Leo nimedeal na Kushimoto's, juzi ni deal na RNN Motors, alafu naenda naangalia pages zao, like, how can you guys have more money than you have numbers? It's crazy to me. I stand on the roadside for unaona, but it's good because I can know a way of monetizing it unaona.
That do you remember when I was asking you to look for a repair for a bumper? Yeah. We ended up not needing it. But that guy, let me show you. In the course of the first time I interacted with that guy was March 25.
Yeah.
That guy has made $234,000 from me.
Which guy?
The one of the red car that we drove by one time with you.
Oh.
The one that the bumper had a little scratch that I wanted to fix. Yeah. He made $234,000 from March 25 to April 23. 1 month, 4 weeks. A perfect stranger. Lakini alikuwa anajua kujituma.
Just being honest.
Just being honest, being available, being diligent, being a regular human being. 234,000.
I mean,
in 4 weeks.
Before, like, knowing, unajua unasemaga to have value, be honest. You find that it's not actually a lot of money, bro. What most of the people want is just deliver on time. Be honest.
If it was not from Pesa, I would not have known his name. He probably doesn't even know my name.
Whoa.
That's how men interact.
Yeah.
With order and hierarchy.
Yeah.
But your generation has been cursed with too much information. There is no room for them to learn anything. That guy, if you saw him, you would not pick him up from a lineup. Just a regular Gen Z. But honest, diligent, with a clean car and a pure heart and good intentions. 234,000 in 4 weeks. And we just met by chance. I had a problem, he solved it. And from that point on, it not matter what his name was, it matters what he is good for.
Yeah.
4 weeks later, he pocketed 235,000.
Easily. You know, I meet up with so much influential people that I'm like, hey, Trevor, this level of people who interact with is crazy on just a road, you know? And what I've found out is actually like I'm emergency range, but nobody is actually controlling their social media, you know? It's kind of crazy. Like, you guys are selling a product that has more money to it than you have followers and likes and engagement. See, people have good problems out here, man. And
the opportunities that are provided now by the interactions that you can get on TikTok and X and IG and to an extent Facebook, those opportunities are unlimited. But
yeah,
people don't have the appetite, like you're saying. They want things from the traditional setup. The traditional setup that on the other side they demonize the same thing when they see it in baby boomers. Those structures, those systems that have worked for our fathers and our grandfathers, they demonize it. But then they are on this other side where opportunities are unlimited, but they are emptying their head. They don't know what to do with that information.
Alafu pia shame, unapata mtu anakuja ananiambia, Clever, does the children know what you are doing for a living? Yeah. Clever, unatoka hivi unaambia watoto wako unafanya nini? Clever, bibi yako, yani kuna dem anakuja boyfriend yake. I've never thought of it.
Do they also know that you are 19?
No. Why will they? Especially these are the side, brother. You can't believe it. But George, to be honest, is it really about age or the quality of information I have?
No, it's the greatest ingredient is a receptive attitude. The Gen Zs have been cursed with an attitude that they cannot hear anything. They know everything. They are the masters of everything. They don't respect order. They don't respect hierarchy. They don't respect the elderly. So they don't hear anything from anybody other than the noise in their fucking empty heads and their useless degrees from X16C on Vicar Road. They will live a very miserable life, and I'll be here to make fun of it. Zero regret.
I'm imagining me now needing to learn communication and filming to use
and soft skills, which is a Greek, is foreign language to Gen Zs. Soft skills. They don't know how to work with people. They don't have to work under people. They don't have to obey and respect authority and order and hierarchy. Who wants those things around them? Women we are never talking about women because women are different. Women adjust to the demands of nature.
Yeah.
But these useless, lost, headless, leaderless, tribeless, brainless boys, maisha itawakaranga. My product in the future will be just making fun of the misery. That's going to be my future product. Unapologetically.
And you know, this lack mentality, bro, it's on to everyone, bro. As in, you know, when I came to that road, I was the only new one. Nobody had a problem. Nobody knew me. But now, a year later, all of the people interact with have a problem with me, bro. It's crazy.
Oh, they are advocates of Josh.
Yeah.
You invaded Josh's space. You took away what belonged to Josh. But we don't see Josh doing anything before you showed up. That now he's not doing it because you took it away from him. He does not have the language. He does not have the energy. He does not have the aura. He does not have the charisma. My name is George. This is how I speak. He is mute. What is this you took away from him?
Nothing. And I really found out that very hard to do. You know, I actually tried to copy him. Yeah, I tried to. But, bro, I was looking at the side and the way I love to speak, and I'm like, I have to add music on this. What? I found it so difficult. Yee! Yeah, this is okay. I mean, hey, that it was too difficult for me, man. May I do that with these people? Some of these people are amazing. Some of these people are just
bro, interacting with people who are doing well in life is the biggest vantage point you can ever have. And for you, the decks are in your favor because people on that road, they are stopping there because they are doing well for their life and they want you to validate them, which is something that is overlooked.
Yeah.
They are doing well for themselves, and you have mastered the language and the charisma and the energy to exchange with them at their socioeconomic level, which you are not invited to and you do not belong. Yet, you know how to interact with them.
I mean, it's easy, bro. As in,
it's the easiest thing you can do to scale up. That is my product in my day job, if I do have a day job. That's it.
Yeah.
Imejipa. There is nothing that explains Imejipa than what you do with the people who stop to be validated by you.
Yeah.
Imejipa.
And there's so many, bro. I get to interact with them every single day. Different. I meet people that I will never meet.
Anywhere else.
People who I have never knew they met.
Anywhere else.
Exactly. Bro,
and now some useless empty-head Gen Z is looking at that and they wish it was them, but they don't have the discipline, they don't have the drive or the hunger to do exactly the same thing. So now they project with the mother's energy of shame, guilt, and insult. Petty, useless words.
Yeah. But don't you remember when you told me, hey, but they start your Facebook, start your YouTube, start your X? I'm like, let me just start because you told me, man. Now, bro, now, as in 1 year later, 2 years later.
Are you now not monetized on Facebook?
Well, I was monetized. I don't know. It's June. What was it? January? Yeah, in January. Barely 2 years. In 2 years, in a degree, I wouldn't even be finished. As in climbing up, bro, there's nothing like age and success, bro. As in just hard work, bro, and information, and that's it, bro. You can scale up so fast because solving people's problems, people have like more money, and they still haven't figured this small thing called social media out. It's amazing, George. It's amazing, as in, and these people trust me enough where they have employees who do that, but they trust me to do what they have full-time employees to do. As in, I'm doing a job that a full-time employee is supposed to do. All these videos that all this possession that I'm doing, they all have social media managers. And you know that, right, George? They all have social media managers. All of them. Hakuna business nishaifanya haina social media manager. Ya bado naifanya.
You know, mimi naogopa usiongee sana wasikuroge, because they don't know where the honey pot is. let them continue with their cheap insults. That's a little useless shaming language. Let them continue with that.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
Even Jesus said, answer a fool according to his foolishness.
Yeah, bro. Let me tell you something. You know, I actually thought that restaurants are really expensive, bro. Until these restaurants started telling me, but they, Trevor, come eat here anytime, make content. I was like, anything. Are you sure? Nahi, you know, and right now, I maybe technically cannot because I have my own thing. And right now it's amazing, bro. As in, Trevor, come take much from us. Just post us. I'm like, that I'm not going to talk to friend.
You used to come to me to ask me how much to charge, and I said you will figure it out. We no longer have those conversations now. You figured it out.
Oh, bro, it's so easy that kuna mtu alikuwa anataka niwadvertise lika za EABL. But ni pesa ngapi ngo? Uko na pesa ngapi? Tuma hiyo. A day later he came and he Trevor come up hivi. Took me to a liquor store, his own brewery, a hotel, and a show place that is coming. As in, chukua kwa huyo, umechukua kwa huyo, ende uchukue pale, umechukua kwa huyo, sasa kuja mimi nifanyie sasa. Uko sawa? Sawa. And then he came now another time, tufanye sasa ingine sasa. It's amazing, bro. We have never discussed money ever again. We only discussed it the first time and that was it. Never again.
And that is what those empty heads want you to believe, that you took away from Josh. Can Josh do that? Asking for myself. No. Maumbo.
Bro, do you know how much I have never, you know, we had the conversation last year, bro, of comparing ourselves to others. I have never found the energy. The time. You know, this thing of like focusing on your own content and just focusing on quantity. Guy, it gets so much in your head that you think of that I cannot even scroll. You know, I actually thought I had a gaming addiction. I actually thought I had a scrolling on social media addiction. I have zero, bro. Like zeroing in on post. Unastahili post video zote za leo. Kiamka, uoke, pange hizi vitu, wende. Bro, unapiga grind huko like, Trevor. Watu wanataka 95 kweli. Wewe unajua hadi mimi nasha, mtu anajiriwa alafu unamaliza kazi 5. My guy, you have so much luxury. Because mimi namaliza, alafu usiku editing, alafu asubuhi kuamka tena. Alafu usiku ni editing. Yeah, like, hey, it's the only free time I have is when I'm sleeping, but it's so much fun. I would never want to do anything else.
That's what's up, Trevor. Thank you so much for showing up, man. Keep winning. Anybody that comes to tell you how you should do something, tell them you do that thing. We meet at the bank as we are depositing our loot and we are cashing checks. Tukutane huko. Yeah. Hiyo advice unanipea, jipatie.
Perfect.
Sawa.
And actually, you know, we talked about how to, do food content. Man, it's so easy. Guy. I just did it once and that was it. I figured it out. Now I really want to figure out how to sell cars. Is there a secret formula? Is there a thing that I don't know yet? Asking for myself.
So there is this song that I played when I stopped there the first time at your regular place.
Adele.
It was an Adele song, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Oh, it's amazing. You are amazing.
Do you know that is a literal Adele song? That song, word by word, is Adele Hello. I transformed it into Swahili.
Yeah.
I am only saying that so that the inactive can say, oh, that is an infringement. They need to report you. I am doing that on purpose. Mimi hupenda vita. I'm looking for the song. I want to play that song, and then I want to play the one for Kenya. Kenya got me wrapped up. Did you see that one? The video song?
Yeah, it was amazing. The videos, man, they were. The videos, you just play it back. You with the memory to the daughter, it's just beautiful.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Where is that Adele song? We won't. No, it's not we won't. It's hello. I also have that we won't. We won't is a song by James Young and Phoebe Ryan. It's a breakup song. That one is actually on Spotify.
Yeah.
Hatufanyi hivo in Swahili.
Yeah.
But the Adele one I have not put it there yet. I think I found it. All right, let me play that song as we wait this up. Thank you so much, Trevor Noah. Keep winning, keep making bank. Don't spend money with bitches.
Bro, I love that part. When you say that part, I'm like, that part was amazing. That part was nobody could ever click off that part of the video. It was it had the most engagement on our recent conversation.
That's what's up. Asante sana.
Yeah. Alafu,
yeah.
Your swali yangu, George. Yeah. You're magari, uza magari. Is there anything else I need to know?
So, swali iko wapi?
How to sell cars.
Did you send me that question, or you want to discuss it here publicly? I don't want to do that.
Oh,
Stuck Urogwe and the empty heads. All right.
Oh, thank you. I've sent my application.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Trevor.
Of course, anytime. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello, ni mimi. Nilikuwa nashangaa kama baada ya miaka hii yote ungependa tukutane, tupitie yote tena. Wanasema wakati unaponya majeraha, lakini mimi bado sijapona kitu. Hello, unanisikia? Niko California nikiota kuhusu sisi wa zamani, tulivyokuwa vijana na huru. Nimesahau jinsi ilivyohisi kabla dunia haijatuangukia miguuni. Kuna tofauti kubwa kati yetu na maili milioni moja. Hello, kutoka upande huu wa pili. Lazima nimekuita mara elfu ili nikuambie samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa huko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, kutoka nje. Nimekuita mara elfu ili nikuambie samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa huko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, je, unanisikia? Nimekuwa naishi maisha yangu bila wewe, Nimekuwa naishi maisha yangu bila wewe. Nimekuwa naishi maisha yangu bila wewe, lakini bado nakuja kukukosa.
Mr. Mombasa.
Yes, Mr. George, how are you?
Sema bwana, uko?
Mimi niko salama. Unanisikia vizuri?
Kabisa.
Nice. It's good to hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, juzi too, I had sent a message to you telling you, I think I was checking the Kisiangani podcast. It was a real battle out there.
Oh, yeah. Ulichuma mpaka kampesa, bro. Aya. What did I do to deserve these things? That was Friday.
Yes. It was on Labor Day, so I had some good free time. I was doing some work while watching it. It was a dope one, actually.
Yeah, you have a little clip here of my podcast with Kisiangani.
Yeah, well, he asked you if you must move on. That well, not in that raw manner, but you get the point.
Yes, sir. 100%.
Anyway, I've been good.
Yes, sir.
Everything has been working on fine. I think the last time we spoke is like 9 months ago.
You were conflicted about accepting a job in a learning institution, I think.
Not learning institution, no.
It was
from my previous employer.
The Indian business.
Yes. Apparently, both are Indians, actually.
Oh, both are Indians.
Both are Indians. One is the actual owner, the one which I'm currently at.
Yeah.
And my previous owner has some shareholding, like let's say like 30% of that.
You are the guy who deal with the auction of coffee and tea in Mombasa.
It is tea.
Tea.
But now I moved out from the auction part.
Yeah.
Now I'm the boss. Now I'm working under is more of warehousing. So we actually do the warehousing of tea and export for the clients. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
So did you settle on which one you wanted to take?
Oh, a long time ago.
Was the money the factor or the security of tenure?
To be honest with you, it was 50-50 on both.
Mm-hmm.
Because in long term, the previous job would have given me a better security in terms of finance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was more in a buyer company. So in tea industry, there are more like four players. There's the producer. The producer is the one who produces the tea, the factories now. These are the KTDAs and all those. Then there is the broker who sells the tea on behalf of the producer to the auction. And now there's the buyer who now exports tea to outside the country. And now there's the warehouse. So I was working under the buyer, now where we used to buy tea and all that. Now I'm working under a warehouse guy.
Okay.
Yes. So previously being in a buyer, the buyers are mostly the ones who have a lot of money because they're the ones who actually deal directly with the foreign clients. So with my trajectory, the way I was moving forward, I was more looking to go into a tea testing and tea buying because the lady who was there was more conflicted if she's going to leave or not. So I was the boss right there was almost like grooming me into be the tea trade manager at that time, at that particular point. But there was a lot of politics involved there. Plus there was issues with the local shareholder. So there were a lot of issues involved there.
There was one of them was trying to get you to modernize and digitalize his accounting system. Which one was that?
This is the new guy.
The one you picked?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the one I picked. So the good thing is he came at a time where I was conflicted if I'm going to stay for a long term where I was or pursue other things. And apparently at that time also he was having issues with his accounts. So we both met mutually at a common ground. And the only thing that was conflicting was that when I used to work for the buyer, this guy, we were his clients. So he was actually holding our goods in his warehouse. So it's only until actually yesterday when I informed the previous employer that I've actually moved to this guy. Because the guy never wanted him to know because my former employer was kind of emotional. He's a kind of emotional fella.
And you use that to your advantage to bargain for your eliminations.
Oh, of course. This guy doubled my salary.
There you go.
And as of he doubled my salary. 2 months in, I put in my effort. He added 10K to my salary again.
Mm-hmm.
And now this year, when he was reviewing people's salary, I'm now hitting over 100 plus in my salary.
Bro, if you stay away from women for 3 years, you're gonna build yourself there. Sima nidunge hiyo kidogo. There is a Wanjiko listening somewhere under the blanket saying, "Hiya, he imejipea," and she's gonna look for you. Now I have to preempt that strike.
Funny enough, it's not the Wanjikos, it is the Fatimas who are here.
No, but Fatimas are very unmotivated. The Wanjikos are the ones that are clear-eyed.
You know, funny enough, being from Murima, I've never had luck with Murima.
Uh-huh.
I've never had luck.
But wewe ni Kikuyu ya Ngwashi. Siwe ni wa Rift Valley.
Mine is even worse because in as much as Kikuyu and Ngwashi, but I was never even raised there. I've been raised my whole time in Mombasa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, since 2001, I've been in Mombasa my whole life.
Yeah.
Apart from university where I went to Nyeri.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. At your age, with minimum responsibilities, if you manage to put your father in check, because I know that story about your father trying to leech off of your income. If you put your father in check, you build yourself slowly in that job, and both career-wise and financially, and you climb up the ladder, and you're gonna emerge on the other side in your mid-30s in a very good place.
Well, that is very correct. You see, one of the I don't know. People usually ask what talents you have. For me, to be very honest with you, George, I've never known what my talents are. But one thing that has stood out with me across the time I've been employed, because my first employer was my grandfather. Then the second one was now my previous employer, who was an Indian. He was actually a foreign Indian. He was not a Kenyan Indian.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have this. My current boss is a local Indian. The common currency I've had with them is trust, honesty, and diligence. Those, I could say, if you ask me what my talents are, I don't know what to say what my talents would be, but if I can count honesty, diligence, and that to be my talent, I could say so. Because these guys usually trust me with almost everything. Like my previous employer, in as much as I had left his work for almost like 6 months, he gave me the key to the office, which has the company secrets, for me to do their accounts, of which I could have willingly traded those secrets to anybody and anyone because I had the access to go in there and do all that. But no. With my current employer, the same thing. He has a policy where he doesn't give people cash to go to bank at the bank, because there was a situation whereby the person he had sent earlier on went away with like thousand of his. But this guy gives me those kind of money. He even confides in me more than his own brother who is in the current company. And for me, it's more like these things are giving themselves to me because I have this particular talent. So it's up to me to utilize them actually.
Yeah. My father used to tell us in Kikuyu,
yes,
you are only worth in this life. The same things you just said in English.
Yeah, exactly.
Keo,
exactly.
wadeka, na kuihokeka.
Yes.
That's it.
Somebody who is dependable.
Yep.
That is so true.
Dependable, reliable, and you deliver those ones with honesty.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
it.
And that's it. Because you see, even in because the moment I joined his company, among the few changes he made, he did not continue with the HR manager who was there.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of gave me that docket to overlook. So in terms of people's contracts, confidential letters, show cause letters, disciplinary letters, and all those. So I've been in quite some couple of disciplinary hearings with people who are even older than me, people who have been there in the company for more years than me. And what turns out about the employment in Kenya is that people are not willing to learn. People are not willing to accept mistakes. And even my boss highlights this very much. People like self-sympathy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a disease.
It's a victimhood.
Exactly.
Yep.
Self-sympathy is there. And the other disease is that they will do a ton of evil, but the moment they do something they feel is good for the company, now they want to overshadow all the nonsense that they do. And you wonder, is this really where we're headed as a country?
Those are the things that separate you at work. Are you dependable? Are you reliable? Are you honest? Are you diligent? Are you hardworking? Are you trustworthy? If you cannot be trusted in this world as a man, you are no longer a man.
Yes.
You are something different.
And you cannot say you're a woman.
Well, women have their own ecosystem and you cannot belong to it.
I remember there's a time where you said, you as a man, you cannot become a woman. Even if those gays behave as much as they want.
They will never, the society will never treat you like a woman. You don't get those benefits.
They always treat you.
Yep.
Yes.
That is one of the most popular videos I've ever made. That's the video that made people call me from Cameroon and Nigeria.
Oh, really?
The video that says, "Are you a man at the age of 30? Come here." That video.
Yeah.
That video. There is even a Black American that left a voice note from that video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Those things are life changers, to be honest, because at times when I listen to them, I'm like, yeah, I'm nearing my 30s now. So what is George really saying? Is he just blabbing or is he telling me something?
Bro, these next 2 decades are going to be very good times for people who are willing to be different, because the workplace, the society itself is going to be oversaturated by Gen Z nuances that are useless and good for nothing. So the very few people, somebody actually said that here. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody said something very similar to that. This is... Somebody said that thing here. Where is it? It is somewhere. Somebody said something very similar. Yeah, this is a big JMK. It is going to be easy to succeed in this era where everyone is distracted by lack of discipline.
Yes.
Imagine millions of people at the age of 27. They are indisciplined.
Yes.
They are useless. They are victims of everything. They cannot work under people. They cannot work with people. They cannot listen to anything. They don't respect. They don't have order. Imagine being the exception in that group of fuckers.
Well, the only way
the world is yours for the taking.
Of course, of course. And you see, I was listening to Andrew Tate some hours ago, and he said something really profound. He said, this generation of people right now, they are more focused on video games. And in video games, these people tend to choose the best things. For example, he gave a good example of Grand Theft, the one which you can control the life of a person.
Mm-hmm.
He chooses the best car, the best ladies, the best people to meet with. But in real life, he's not putting a single effort to do the same. So it's more like of wrong channeled work, or what is it? What could be the issue here?
Yeah, and there is no reality in video games. A character can die, and then in the next scene, they wake up and continue playing.
So,
real life does not work like that.
yes.
They are going to fight that out, cooling their heels in prison, or dead on the streets of Nairobi. Mimi sio wao.
Yeah, because in video games you can actually live more than 10 times.
Yes. There are no real life consequences of actions.
True. So it's the consequences which they are running away from.
Yeah. Running away from reality. But the real world is not a respecter of video games.
It doesn't.
No. Anyway, I'm happy for you. Thank you for the update of the good choices that you have made. Thank you for the success. Thank you for the new salary packages that you are able to rake in.
Thank you so much also for your advice, and we hope for the best always.
We don't hope for the best. We do the best. Stay away from bitches, bro. Stay away from bitches. You cannot bring some bad buddies and then start wishing them away. Those are your actions, and you deal with the consequences. Mimi hapana mtu mzuri. Mimi sina haja na uzuri. All right.
Cheers, man.
Keep winning, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't let your father know that you got a pay rise.
He has never known.
His problems are going to multiply.
You know, funny enough, even my cousin, the one I told you who we are really close.
Yeah.
He recently found out that his father just followed him on IG. He blocked the father.
There you go.
So what do you think I will do?
Broke everybody, bro.
No other way.
All right, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my friend.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, take care. All right, one last song as I wind this up. Somebody else want to say something here. Oh, that's Kisi Angani. And Simon. Simon is a victim. Simon is a perpetual victim. All right, I'm out. I'm going to play.
Hello, ni mimi. Nilikuwa nashangaa kama baada ya miaka hii yote ungependa tukutane, tupitie yote tena. Wanasema wakati unaponya majeraha, lakini mimi bado sijapona
Sorry.
Hello, ni mimi. Nilikuwa na shangaa kama baada ya miaka hii yote ungependa tukutane, tupitie yote tena. Wanasema wakati unaponya majeraha, lakini mimi bado sijapona kitu. Hello, unanisikia? Niko California nikiota kuhusu sisi wa zamani, tulivyokuwa vijana na huru. Nimesahau jinsi ilivyohisi kabla dunia haijatuangukia miguuni. Kuna tofauti kubwa kati yetu na maili milioni moja. Hello, kutoka upande huu wa pili. Lazima nimekuita mara elfu.
Sauti Sol tried to make this song with a guy I cannot remember his name. He has 3 letters to him. My daughter was telling me about it. What was that guy's name? Sal or something? I can't remember his name. They tried to make this song. It never came out as good as this one. Sini mimi nakusho.
Hili ni kuambia samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini ninapopigiwa simu huwa uko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, kutoka nje. Lazima nimekuita mara elfu. Hili ni kuambia samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa uko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, je, unanisikia? Nimekuwa naishi maisha yangu bila wewe. Nimekuwa naishi maisha yangu bila wewe. Nimekuwa naishi maisha yangu bila wewe, lakini bado nakuja kukukosa. Hello, kutoka upande huu wa pili. Lazima nimekuita mara elfu. Hili ni kuambia samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa uko nyumbani kamwe. Angalau unaweza kujaribu kujibu simu. Angalau unaweza kujaribu kujibu simu. Ni vigumu sana kukuacha uende, lakini lazima nikuambie ukweli. Kutoka upande wa pili. Lazima nimekuita mara elfu. Hili ni kuambia samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa uko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, kutoka nje. Lazima nimekuita mara elfu. Hili ni kuambia samahani kwa kila kitu nilichokifanya, lakini unapopigiwa simu huwa uko nyumbani kamwe. Hello, ni mimi. Baada ya miaka mingi hivi, je, twaweza kukutana tena? Turejee yote tuliyoyapitia. Wanasema wakati unatibu, lakini bado ninaumia tu. Hello, unanisikia? Niko mbali nikiota sisi wa kale, tulivyokuwa wachanga na huru. nimesahau hisia zile kabla dunia haijatangatanga. Tofauti yetu ni kubwa sana, maili milioni kati yetu. Hello kutoka upande mwingine, nimekuita mara elfu. Samahani kwa yote niliyokufanyia, lakini simu inapopigwa hui nyumbani.
That is Haro by Adero Wamaragwa. You see what I did there? All right, guys. Thank you so much for 3.5 hours of nothing that we have been talking about. If you haven't, go on my YouTube and watch that music video of the same title of this life. Kenya wrapped me up. This was just a 4-minute summary of my awesome trip to Kenya for almost 2 months, starting in March until recently. I put it all in a video and it's beautiful. I made a perfect song for it and it's coming out like crazy. So as I wind up, I'm going to play that song, and when it's done, we are done. Asanteni sana. The M-Pesa people, I will mention you on the next one. You know M-Pesa is having a problem with the new app that they came up with. So it is a little tricky to find the M-Pesas in real time. I'll figure it out and I'll acknowledge you on the next live. Thank you for showing up, all of you. Remember to follow, subscribe to this channel so that we can create a community where you get reminded to come here for me to scream at you. You don't want to miss that. Subscribe right now. If you have subscribed, like this video. Put the like button up. That one I will see in real time for me to make sure that this message is getting where it needs to go. And now I'm going to play that song. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful song. If you watch it on YouTube, it's called Kenya Wrapped Me Up. It's almost like a patriotic song. Beautiful. The visuals that I have put in there of the things that I did when I was in Kenya, it is unbelievable. Even me, I have watched it 10 times, maybe 20. Beautiful song. Just one person hit the like button. 2 people. One more. I'm watching you. Hit the like button and subscribe. I'm watching you. It's not happening. One more. I'm watching you. All right, here we go. 66. Got it.
Touchdown in Kenya, family arms open wide. Old Pejeta roaring, wildlife by my side. Steak at Como, biryani at JW, so fine.
Watch this video.
Key road winding, golden light, all mine. Lunch with my daughter at Kempinski's, Luke, delicious meal, great company, joyous time, making memories. 19 floors up, sunset paints the sky, headlights streaming, a smile right by my side. Jumping with the my side, laughing while I'm free. Podcast flowing deep, Khalif sky high dreams. Dr. Kingori pushing, scratching past the surface. Talking about money, discipline and purpose. Friends, family, laughter, filling up the night. Kenya stole my heart, feels so right. Kenya, Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side. Oh, baby, como stay, laughter in the air. Kenya, Kenya, I'll always have you there. Every road I go, every story that I heard, every laugh we shared, every single word. Now I carry Kenya deep inside my soul. No matter where I go, I'm never letting go. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea. America calling, but Kenya still in me. Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Kenya, Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side. Oh, Pedeta, como stay, laughter in me.
And the women were beautiful.
I always have you there. Every road I go, every story that I heard, every laugh we shared, every single word. Now I carry Kenya deep inside my soul. No matter where I go, I'm never letting go. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea.
America is calling.
But Kenya's still in me, carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Kenya, Kenya, you got me feeling high. Golden sunsets, good food, friends by my side.
This is me jumping in the Masai.
Laughter in the air. Kenya, Kenya, I'll always have you there. Now it's time to go back across the sea, back across the sea. America call. Kenya's still in me. Carrying your sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest. Now it's time to go home, back across the sea.
America is calling.
America calling, but Kenya's still in me, carrying.
You need to watch at the end of the song when I land into America and I'm going through the immigration and all those things. You need to watch me. I don't use a passport. I don't use anything. I just stand in front of a kiosk. It scans my eyes and lets me in the country. Watch that part.
Sunshine, your warmth in my chest. Till the next time I land on your soil, I'll rest.
Asanteni sana. Thank you so much, guys. Much love, much respect.